Good morning, and welcome to Thursday, where things are pretty happening right now. We have got some beautiful, beautiful things to go through. Things, I've said things twice. It's not things, it's Kumahimo. It's Kumahimo City here today. I've got the Kumahimo disc for you. A Kumahimo will be the song of the day. I've got the most beautiful findings, which I'll show you in a moment. The pearls to my right make me happier than happy. I've got stunning kits, I've got chain, we've got brand new ins. And to top it all off, we got Sarah. I'm going to call her Elfin from now until Christmas. Hello, Sarah Elfin.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good, I'm good. I'm glad you're here. And I nearly wore that exact dress this morning, so I said to Sarah, oh, I ironed that dress last night and I nearly wore it.
I know.
How funny would that have been?
Oh, it would have been too cute. It's far too cute.
It would have been far too cute. We should have done that. Next time we'll plan it.
I know.
So that we wear matching outfits.
Well, it would be good to do that today because it's Thanksgiving in America, isn't
it? It is Thanksgiving in America.
They all have their sort of cutesy family things that are going on, and I spent Thanksgiving over there with the family and it was absolutely amazing.
Did you?
Yes.
Have you got American relatives?
I haven't got American relatives. I lived out there for a year when I was a student.
Oh, how lovely.
So I got invited to go to a friend of mine's family for Thanksgiving and it was just the most amazing.
Is it like Christmas Day?
It's very much like Christmas. It's all about the family coming together and spending the day together.
Not presents though?
No, not presents, but lots of pumpkin pie and turkey. And
oh, how lovely.
It's a big eating and family day. It's all about just being together and spending the day together before the chaos of getting ready for Christmas, because of course then they have the big shopping day tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's a huge shopping day in America tomorrow for gifts. Typically after Thanksgiving, that's when you buy your Christmas gifts.
Oh my gosh. A huge happy Thanksgiving to any of our American viewers, therefore. I'm a little bit jealous that you get Thanksgiving and that we don't. Can someone make that happen, please? We want British Thanksgiving. Call someone. Now, today, so great, really wishing you all a happy Thanksgiving. A great day today to come shopping with us. Not tomorrow on Happy Thanksgiving Shopping Day, but today where we have the most beautiful, beautiful things everywhere. Let's kick off today's show. Back by popular demand. Back for the first time since last time is what I said this morning. Oh my gosh, I love these. They're back for the first time since last time, which seems ages ago. I can't even remember when.
I think they must have slipped past me because I haven't seen that finding set before.
Well, Sarah, it's funny you should say that because we had them in. They flew out and I haven't seen them since.
Oh, well, there you go.
And they are rose gold effect. Look at these. Aren't they gorgeous? Well, they're copper, so they've got that lovely rose gold look. Actually, look how long these head pins are, because that's what it's all about, isn't it? Look at the, love it. I love it. Now look at these. These are what I like. These connectors, aren't they fab? And they've got that oxidized look, so they look antique. They look almost, I think, medieval.
They've got such a lovely aged antique-y effect to them. I just love them. And the clasps as well, I was looking at it earlier, they're what I would class as sort of an oversized clasp. They're not huge, but they're oversized compared to what we normally get.
Yes, they're not delicate. They're a nice big chunky finding, aren't they?
And that gives you a real design feature. So those ones I wouldn't be hiding around the back of the neckline. They would be literally coming as part of my design as well.
Wholeheartedly agree with that, you know, because you have got some, and you've also got your shepherd's hooks. You've got two of the toggle clasps. You've got all these wonderful little copper balls. Actually, if you look at some really expensive watches, some of them have that copper effect on the face.
They do.
We were looking, my friend and I, last night at watches, and we saw some really beautiful ones. And I made a note and said, look at all the copper. Actually, do you know what? You get another set of toggle clasps. So you get two in the effect I showed you first. You get the twist effect and the rope effect. This is the twist effect. And here's the rope. Aren't they beautiful? I love these, Kim. I absolutely love them. Big, chunky, beautiful pieces of jewellery. And actually, these are the kind of findings where you actually want to make jewellery for yourself with. I mean, just imagine this. Look how big it is. I'm going to put it against the wrist just to show you how beautifully chunky that finding is. Isn't it gorgeous? Don't you think that's absolutely stunning? And then I'm going to grab some tweezers. What have I done with my tweezers? There they are. And I'm going to scoop up the little balls because I think you're going to like these a lot. Look, you get absolutely stacks. Here are the balls, and I'm gonna run through while we show you a picture of everything you get. I'll run through exactly what you're getting. Look at the length of those head pins. Right, so you get 4 toggle clasps in total. 2 of the hoop detail, and which is the twisted, and 2 of the, it's just same detail. So you get the 2 different effects basically. You get 2 of the S clasps, 12 shepherd's hooks, so 6 pairs in total, which is fab, isn't it? 24 head pins. Now listen to this. They are 60 by 2 mil. How can they be 60 by 2 mil to 64 by 2 mil? What's that? Are they different lengths? I suppose they are a little bit, look. No, there is 2 mil ball, but what it's saying is the variant. So they're between 60 and 64 millimeters, and then you get, listen to this, 60 of those balls. This really is, here's the balls, you get 60 of them. 60! You've got 102 findings in total. Kimmy in my ear is just telling me, she literally lives in my ear, she's just telling me that on the web you're going absolutely cracking crazy for these. So you know what? Let's make it fair to everybody. Already, quarter of the stock gone. Sold out. That's 25% of the stock has already gone onto the web. Let's make it fair. If you're dialing 0800 644 655, if you're giving us a call, it is free if you're dialing from a UK landline. Of course, just like the early birds this morning, you can shop with us online. It's all the W's.JewelleryMaker.com. We love your company, and we are going to offer you today an extended money-back guarantee from now until the 31st of January 2014. Who even knew we'd be around in 2014? But it looks like good odds that we are going to be. IWH, no, that's not right. IWIH11 is your item code. Back in stock, my darling jewellery makers, and they're only $7.95. What excellent value, Sarah Elvin. You've never seen these before. We've fallen in love with them. We love the effect. Half the stock's gone, by the way, everybody. Don't you just want to use these?
Tell you that the thing that got me first of all was the size of the head pin.
Me too.
These are great if you've got some of the oversized gemstones where a normal head pin won't go through, and you're maybe not a great wire worker and you want to use a head pin, you want to use those to have drops. These work beautifully for those gemstones, but also sometimes you want a longer drop. You don't want to have them connected to have the undulation. You just want a single head pin. These are going to give you that effect as well. And also, you know, you can, if you want to, use a small part of it and then use the rest of it to make your own eye pin. So you've got a perfect matching set as well. So you've got so much flexibility with those extra long head pins. But those clasps, they really are just doing it for me. They
I love the
so
S
beautiful.
clasps too. I love all of these.
It's so unusual to get the S clasps as well. And for people who find, you know, putting on jewellery difficult, these are going to be brilliant, because toggle clasps that are oversized like this are very easy for dexterity problems, but also the S clasps are incredibly easy as well.
Well, these S clasps, actually, we've seen Gemma Crow making that of really thick wire, but I can't make them as neat as she can. And I don't, if I'm really honest, I don't have time. How wonderful that it's all done for me.
And you've
love
got
that.
the detail on those as well, which
That's
you can't
it,
get from the wire on its own. You've got that added little extra texture and detail, so they're just beautiful.
Well over half the stock now already been allocated. One absolute must and a joy and a fantastic thing to have the extra long head pins. How fabulously amazing and useful are those? Right, I've got to let you know, approaching 3/4 of the entire stock has gone and sold out. So please, if you do have this in a basket, you need to check it out, otherwise you're going to miss out on this one, and I don't want you to miss out. It's $7.95, brand new, back in stock, not been back in stock. When was the last time we did these? Months ago. Months ago. Actually, I think they were the silver, the pewter effect that I had last time. I don't even think I had this lovely copper. I can't remember. It was literally months ago. It might have even been, you know, when I was on the evening show, not on the day show. So before Carol went on a maternity. Months ago. Because Hattie's for nearly 5 months, isn't she?
Yeah, it's been
so
a
it was
good long
months
time.
ago. A long time.
I mean, it must have been, because I tried to watch the show pretty much every day and try and sort of have a quick look at what's on, you know, and they missed me, so it must have been a while back.
Do you know, I really think it was. Well done to everybody that's got theirs. Now I can see, Sarah, you're working away there very cheekily on a Kumahimo board, but it's good news for everybody, isn't it, today?
It is. We've got some in stock. Hooray!
This is my back in stock dance. It's a little bit like my mum dance. Did you hear what I did last night? I made a very big mistake last night. It does add up to my normal mistakes. My partner was working with Bruno Mars, which is amazing, isn't it? And he rang me and said, I've got Bruno Mars with me. He wants to say hello. So do you know what I did? I started singing, "You've been driving round town with the girl like that." And he went, "That was CeeLo Green." I just sang the wrong song to the wrong pop star. Embarrassed? Yes. I was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." I knew that. I was just testing you. And they all thought it was hilariously funny. Did he write it? Fine. I'm let off. Thank you, Kaz, for that, because they made me feel stupid. Oh, why didn't he tell me that? And he was with Tom Petty and Alicia Keys. Isn't it? Oh, I tell you what. Anyway. Now, Sarah, your challenge today, are you using it right now?
I'm using a bigger version because I've got a smaller one set up for a demo for later.
Okay.
But I have got one of the smaller version. Yes.
Your challenge today is this, isn't it, Kim? Oh, it's the kit. It's the kit. You're having the kit.
I know.
I'm not launching it till the last hour of the show because the difference between Kim and other producers is that Kim's a massive tease. Oh my gosh, I love them. Look at these. Aren't they fantastic? I think these are wonderful, don't you? Aren't they ace? Well, I'm glad that I'm with Kim today because Kim knows very, very much that I'm a big fan of green. And that's why you've done it, haven't you, Kim? I like to think it was because of me. It wasn't. It was because of Sarah. Now, look at these. These are gorgeous. I do love a marquise. I think there's so much you can do. And I pretty much think, you know, delicate, pretty jewellery. And actually, Sarah, you and I were talking about pretty jewellery this morning and how towards Christmas, people are thinking more about creating pretty girly pieces, aren't they?
You are. I mean, it's things like, you know, people are going to those special occasions. So you want a pretty elegant, maybe a bit of a vintage looking piece because they are all over at the moment, especially because we're all being very much inspired by what's on the TV at the moment with all the vintage series.
I know, don't you love it? Oh, I love it.
I just have to have my sketch pad ready. When I see jewellery coming up, I'm just thinking I can reinterpret these vintage looking pieces with gemstones from Jewellery Maker.
That's a good idea. Have your sketchbook ready when you watch these programmes?
Yeah, I do, and I do pause them and then I just make a quick little sketch.
Take a photo off your phone.
And I change them slightly as I'm sketching them, because I'm thinking, oh, I can change this and I can change that. So you get inspiration from those programmes, but pretty jewellery is everywhere at this time of year.
Yeah.
And it's just to base those special outfits, that little bit extra special. But also people are buying very pretty jewellery as well at this time of year. They're thinking of gifts. They're thinking of that special piece for that difficult family member who's got everything. What do you buy them?
Don't, honestly. I know. It's hard, isn't it?
It is, and it's when I get a lot of commissions for difficult sort of people, not difficult people, but difficult gift situations. That's
but you're right, though. You want to give them something so special, but they've got. I think in this day and age, if somebody wants something, they tend to find a way of getting it, don't they? Whereas before we didn't. We were things are so readily available to us now. It's very hard, isn't it? So I always think it's a great time to start creating gifts, actually, because they mean more, and you can't buy them. You can't go out there and buy them from the high street. And if that's what we're looking for, things that we can't. I'm just going to show you this now because Kim teases you. We're going to go over to Sarah and talk through the day and ask Sarah about maybe any early ideas that she's got. Come with me, we'll go over. Now, I need to let you know that the early bird, there is a situation that does look like we're going to sell out. We only have 30 of those left, so if it's in your basket, you do absolutely need to check it out. Sarah set obstacle courses
sorry, I left my bag down.
That would have been hilarious.
I know, that's why I thought I better just point it out as you walked over.
You know how accident prone I am, don't you? I just felt it with my foot and thought, there's something there.
Me and my big stripy Jewellery Maker
I look really pale next to you. Look, I'm like a milk bottle. You're such a lovely colour.
Oh no, it doesn't rub off this one either.
Oh, you don't boast. It's lovely. I'd love to be that colour. Now, Sarah, you've got lots in for your challenge today. Actually, I think the early bird would look quite nice for this, so I might sneak you over a few of those head pins. Actually, I think that would be quite nice.
Because I think those would work beautifully with these crosses, and I see a cross there in these gemstones, but I also see that these are going to make a great pendant feature. So I think I'm going to work with these to make a beautiful feature pendant. And I'm going to use the I'm going to use these as well to go with them, just to actually accentuate the colour and actually bring out even more colour from those. And that, oh, look at
I
that.
stole them from over there. I snuck out.
It's a match made in heaven, I think, because it's like the verdigris you get on copper.
I'm telling you, I love it.
You get these greens on the copper, don't you, when it ages? And I think having the copper findings together with it is just a really natural mix to have the two together.
I really do agree. If you love your swelligan and you love that combination, then absolutely, wholeheartedly agree with that. So if Kim doesn't mind, and let's face it, she's not really listening to me at the moment, so I'm going to give it to you anyway.
We'll steal those then. She's not looking.
Kim, I've just given Sarah the early bird.
Yeah.
Would you like anything else from there while I'm at it?
I need it all. I need it all.
I'm
very greedy and needy today.
Well, they're going to sell out, so I won't need them again over there. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to give you those. Just take these in case Mikey starts.
Just because they just work so beautifully together. I mean, how can you not have that as a match made in heaven?
I agree
with you.
It
really is. And I'm thinking pendant with these crosses, because I think, you know, if you take them and you actually make pendants where you go in the round, you actually lose a little bit of the cross with it, but you still have the feature of that shape. But it takes it away from being a cross shape. It actually brings it into a different shape again.
You could wire wrap those because of the little corners. I'm just thinking what a lovely ring that would make sat on your finger like that.
It does look like a beautiful ring just sitting there. Yeah. So I think I'm going to use the early bird findings, and I'm probably going to have a little look for some copper wire as well, and maybe some antique bronze to go with those, and I have the two tones running together, because I think it does have that vintage feel, that antique feel, that aged feel with these colours. And I think when you use, with the greens, when you do use these findings, it gives it almost a warmth, like that autumnal warmth coming through. It gives it almost the sort of sitting by the fireplace, you know, having the copper fire set there, you know, where you would have the range set, and having all of that feeling with it. So it just brings all of that into the jewellery. And then these little leaf shapes, and they're beautiful.
These beautiful little marquees, aren't they gorgeous?
I think I'm going to have to make some flowers.
I think you're going to.
Some flowers, or some vines, or something where I've got these running, maybe using some of the tiara techniques with the wire to get some sort of vine effect going with them. I think they would look beautiful in that sort of effect.
I agree.
And maybe we can, if I can find a hair comb or something, we'll have a little go on one of those.
Oh, do find one. Or some wire. We'll make
some wire.
One.
We'll find something. But there's lots and lots of scope with this set, and because you've got an extra long strand of the chips as well, it really allows your scope to go, you know, you might only want to use one feature piece and loads of the chips, and it just really take your creativity.
It does, doesn't it? I have to go back to my desk because we've got work to get on with, kid.
Oh dear.
Are you ready?
Can't you stay here and have a chat all day?
I wish I could, but we've both got to get on with it. So it's challenge on, Sarah.
Okay.
Okay, I'm starting the clock.
Right.
We need an actual clock. I mean, this pretending's got to stop.
I know.
I don't feel like proper Annika Rice unless I've got an actual clock.
And I daren't start until you've come over and seen me now, because I get accused of, you know, having too long on it.
All sorts of things. Okay, are you ready, Sarah? Let's go. Challenge on. Me and Mikey are going to come back over here, and we're going to give you some amazing deals. I'm going to give to you, first of all, because you've been asking for it, wanting it, needing it, the Kumihimo disc. This is a smaller Kumihimo disc, Sarah, isn't it? The mini disc.
Yes.
Now this one comes with the cord. It's back in stock for the first time in ages, and it is in stock now, and I'm going to give you the Christmas cords to go with it. Kim's just told me some exciting news. Well, maybe not exciting for you if you're trying to get. Only available in this bundle. So you need to get on the phone, eyes. You need to put it in your basket, because otherwise you'll miss out. This makes the perfect stocking filler if you're helping Santa out. It just makes a great gift for your best friend. And if you've already got the large Kumihimo disc, this one is portable. It allows you to have more than one project on the go at any one time, which is really important. Sarah's got lots of Kumihimo discs that she takes with her. This is handbag size. It's easy to use. We have free tutorial downloads on our website, and you can also subscribe to our YouTube channel and have a little bit of a search for Kumihimo. Sarah Elvin is our expert on Kumihimo. A lot of other guest designers do get involved with Kumihimo as well. It's a fabulous medium that you can really work to achieve some outstanding pieces of jewellery with ribbon, with cord, with your hemp cord, with your satin cord. You can create designs like this. Let me show you what Kumihimo actually produces, and I'm not sure who's done this one. It does look very much to me. Is it you? With your wax Y-cone?
Yes. Yes.
Don't get me started. When have we got the wax Y-cone back in? It's my favourite thing. Look at these. So this is done with ribbon.
It is, yeah.
Absolutely fabulous. Now, these are big sellers, actually. If you went to a European country for your holidays, we went to France. We didn't go to Spain. What am I talking about? And Sarah went to France as well.
Yeah.
And Kumihimo friendship bracelets are everywhere. Now, you can get these endings, the bell-shaped endings. You've got to be careful how you say that. You can get those on our website. So you get... Look at that. So there you go. You've got that with the ribbon. Oh, no, it's not ribbon, it's hemp cord. Look how different it looks, actually. It's almost like knitting together. Now, you can make larger ones. You can use your drawer plate if you use really fine wire. Will it damage my Kumihimo disc if I use beading thread or wire?
Right, the Kumihimo discs, because they're made of foam, the only way you can sort of damage them is if you use an oversized material. So if you're using, like, I'm going to be using the suede as a demonstration, I would keep a disc that you use an oversized material, because
okay, so a wider.
Because your slots in your disc are going to open up slightly when you're using a wider material. And I would keep one for your finer ones. And I actually write on the back of mine wide or fine or anything like that. I just write it on there with a permanent marker.
Yeah.
So I know that I'm going to keep that disc, and I keep one specifically that I'm going to use for things like beading thread and wire, because that helps, because you want to keep those gaps as small as possible in your disc. But I've got so many discs that I don't mind having one designated for different materials.
Yeah.
But if you find things like beading thread slip, having a weight on the end of the strands, so putting a couple of beads, if you're using beading thread, if you just put a couple of beads on the end of those, it helps to just anchor them into the slot, having that extra bit of weight.
People put their keys on there and stuff like that.
You have a weight in the middle for tension, but if you put a couple of beads on the end of each strand...
Oh, I see, Sarah, sorry, yes.
If you put a couple of beads on the end of each of these strands, then it will help to just weight it into the slot and help to stop them slipping if your slots have widened.
Okay, but your tip would be to get more than one Kumihimo disc if you're going to do it all the time.
Yeah, because I do things, multimedia things with my discs, so I will use sari silk, I'll use things like the suede.
Oh yes, I've seen you do that.
So, you know, I have certain discs that I'll use with those different mediums. And I keep certain discs that I will use with my finer mediums, my beading thread, my finer hemp, if I'm using monofilament because I'm doing a beaded piece, or if I'm using the S1 because I'm doing a totally beaded necklace piece. I would keep a disc that I would just solely use for those really fine mediums where I want the slots to be really tight on my disc, and I wouldn't use anything else in there. I wouldn't even be tempted to use sort of like a 1mm satin because it might open those gaps. I would keep that perfectly for that one, and then I have discs I use just for generally for everything.
So get started with this Kumihimo disc, and please don't forget, if you're just starting now, Sarah talking about some advanced techniques there, which I'm going to talk to you about in just a sec, but if you are just starting with Kumihimo, it is a simple, very, very effective medium to start incorporating and mixing in with your beads and with other things that you're doing. Now, this is great for hairbands and things like that. I want to talk to you about the mediums that you can use first of all. If you've never seen Kumihimo, remember, we have a DVD available for you that is step by step. It's £4.95 and is available if you ask the call centre or if you visit our website. It's JewelleryMaker.com. We've also got some free little tutorials, like I mentioned earlier, on both YouTube and on our website. Now, you can use elastic, beading thread, fine wire, ribbon, suede, anything you can get onto that, an S-long thread we were talking about earlier, even monofilament Sarah's talking about. Now, when you start to advance, you start to add charms to your Kumihimo. Have a look around right now if you're already a bit more of an advanced jewellery maker, because geometric beading and Kumihimo have started to marry together a little bit. Beaded Kumihimo is insanely wonderful. Now, I saw beaded Kumihimo for the first time when Sarah showed it to me, and there's a place near where I live in Hitchin where they compete in beaded Kumihimo. So if you're at the level where you want to start competing, then this most certainly is. Or even if you're thinking, you know what, I'm at home all day, I really want a hobby that I can get my teeth into, and I'd love to compete. I'm going to show you a few of those sorts of pieces in just a minute, but right now I need to let you know a lot of these have gone on the website. Let's make it available to everyone on the phone lines. 0800 644 655. Already half the stock gone. You do get 3 lots of cord here, the Christmas cords, the silver, the green and the red, and you get 10 meters of each of those. We'll talk to Sarah in just a little while about how many bracelets I'll get out of that. BUGC31 is your item code. You get the disc and the cord for just £6.95 when you realise how much jewellery you can produce. And if you are selling your jewellery, this is a great price tag. Very, very competitive, very competitive price tag when you're comparing us to anyone else. This is the Jewellery Maker branded Kumihimo mini disc. We stand behind its quality, we stand behind its effectiveness, and my goodness me, do we stand behind the jewellery that it can help you to create. Let's have a look at this. And I'm going to go over and snatch Sarah's beaded Kumihimo, because when you see it, you're going to be out. Oh, thank you so much. Now look at this. Sarah's done some big, now you can use little tiny seed beads as well to go all the way around the edges, can't you? I'm going to, wow, Sarah, these are amazing. I'm going to just show you, Sarah has used Kumihimo, a Kumihimo, there with a bead in that black and white. Isn't that amazing? Black and silver, sorry. And then look at this one. Look at that. Isn't it fabulous? Almost like spider webbing over a large bead. Now you can do little tiny seed beads all around the edges and do that loop, loop, loop. Very difficult. Like this. Look at this with wire. Sarah, this is breathtaking. You've actually used soutache cord here.
There is. The soutache cord's in the centre, so there's four strands of soutache cord, and then 4 strands of beading thread.
Yeah.
So that's the gold-coloured beading thread with those pre-night chips on there and labradorite chips.
Wow.
And although it's quite a substantial 4-stranded beaded kumihimo, so there's 4 strands of beads on there, I still didn't manage to use the whole of the strands. So you've got so much scope.
Because you get the bulk from the Kumihimo itself.
Yeah. And I just liked the sort of different colours peeking underneath. So I didn't want it completely beaded. I wanted to see a little bit of that core of the Kumihimo just peeking through.
You've got to, haven't you? Because that is really a striking piece of jewellery, and actually really interesting. It is like sort of a grapevine almost, really wonderfully intricate, really beautiful piece of jewellery that you could work towards creating if you've never done Kumihimo before. Lots of existing customers on the phone line. It's wonderful to have you back, and we have many new customers. Don't forget, with your first order from us here at Jewellery Maker, it's not just your wonderful Kumihimo disc and your 3 cords that you're going to get. You're also going to get a free tutorial DVD, a step-by-step DVD. I just said that, didn't I? I meant a step-by-step book, and a JM Hub magazine, all for free with your very first order. So well done to everybody that's got theirs. We've got to move on. How much have we got left, Kim? There is still stock, but it is going out fast, so please be quick. Half the stock has gone and sold out. I'm just going to show you to anybody. Thanks, Mikey. Mikey's just given to me here. Here is what you get with your very first order. Now, when you first start with us here at Jewellery Making, it can be a little bit daunting because we use words that before I started Jewellery Making, I had no idea what a jump ring was, what a crimp bead was, what a gizmo was. I thought that was something off the Gremlins. We do just, we take it back down. We should give a little bit of a dictionary, I think. I might do it for you. Because there are some strange words like Kumihimo, millefleury, Wags Wycone, my favourite one. I want a T-shirt that says Wags Wycone on it. Now, you also get your JM Hub magazine, which is so inspirational. Have a look. You get loads of sort of trending ideas. You get words from our managers and our designers. There's Sheila there. There's the Lady Ox there, talking to you about who's our resident gemologist and our buyer. Loads of cool stuff. Now we have got as well, and you get loads more as well. We've also got the Vicky Carr Jewellery Maker Awards that are being announced on New Year's Eve, sorry. We're going to announce the new category at 10 o'clock, ready for you to vote on Facebook or via our website. Now, have a look at my presenter's pick today. I love these matrix boxes. Now, I didn't really understand when Keanu Reeves was trying to talk about the Matrix. I didn't have a clue what was going on, but I sure know about these ones. Have a look at what you've got. It took Oliver ages to explain the matrix to me the other day. Look at those, aren't they stunning? Oh, isn't this gorgeous? It's coming up for you today as my presenter's pick. It isn't $6.95. I'm just giving you a little bit of a cheeky flash. Now, our first kit of the day is gorgeous. Now, Kim has called it Colour Connection. She doesn't like it. Oh, it wasn't you. Who was it? Laura called it Colour Connection, and Kim was like, don't like that name. So, A up. So, what we're going to do, I'm just moving everything out of the way, sorry. We're going to ask you to text in to win a bead scoop to rename this gorgeous kit. And you know what? You're going to, oh, that labradorite, you're right, Sarah, on the strand. It is a very high-end kit indeed. Look at this labradorite. Ah, frosted teardrops. Oh, this is gorgeous. Oh my God, it's like a misty morning, isn't it? Oh my, how ethereal is this? It's like magic. Call it something magic-y. 60777 James Studio followed by your message is the way to do it. Now, and make sure we've got your customer number. Look at this. If you're a new customer, put MC. Oh my gosh, I love these. These are the first ones I homed into today. Sarah said for her it's a labradorite. For me, I love these. I absolutely love them. Now you're also getting beautiful aquamarine. Isn't this kit stunning? That's almost duck egg blue, isn't it? I'm thinking misty waters here. I'm thinking beautiful tranquility. It's a bit poetic, actually, this combination. Aren't they gorgeous, the strands in this kit? Aren't they lovely? Now, that's not all you're getting, because you're going to get some cord for your to work with your kumihimo or your friendship bracelets. You're getting 2 lots of ribbon, 3 lots of ribbon, actually. You're getting your beading materials, and oh, Kim, you've got sterling silver and 9-carat gold findings. Right, so these are expensive, aren't they? These are our most expensive findings, I think, aren't they? You're getting all of this for a wonderful price. Like, how many? I've got 2 packs of findings here, but I'm guessing. Oh no, I haven't. They're here. Right. We've got a winner, apparently. No, we haven't. Keep going, keep going. Kim says no, no, no. Here's how you text in. 60777. Oh, we haven't got it yet. 60777 James Studio, followed by your message. We're just waiting for the slide. Sorry, it's disappeared. There it is. There it is. Don't worry, Clary. James Studio, it's important to put that at the front of your message, otherwise it just floats around. It could go to Mike's phone for all we know. We don't know where it goes. You wouldn't want that, because you never know what he might reply with. 60777, send us your message to rename the kit. You will win a bead scoop. If you can, get involved now. What are we gonna do? We're gonna wait until there's. I've got a winner. I've got a winner. What is it, Kim? Mandy, gorgeous Mandy. Raindrops from heaven. Oh, I like that. I like that. Yes, well done, Mandy. Oh, Mandy, you came and you gave me a bead scoop. Well done, Mandy. Sorry about that little song there. Now, Mandy has named the kit. Thank you. Raindrops from heaven. Look at these. Now, Sarah, you fell in love. We've only got 60 of these. Oh, Kim, so it's super duper limited edition. Now, it is exclusive. This strand alone should be, how much? Kim's just having a look for you. The findings are very, very expensive normally. Well, they were $14.95, now they're $12.95. I say very expensive. They're $14.95. Now, is that expensive, $14.95 for real silver and real gold findings? I don't think it is. Don't forget everything else that you've got. You've got 3 strands. You've got your heart chain in there, which I love. You've got your eye pins. your toggle clasp, 2 pairs of shepherd's hooks, you've got your lobster claw clasps, your crimp bead covers, and you've got your jump rings. Get yourself involved. Oh, it's not called Colour Connection. Raindrops from Heaven, the aquamarine puffy ovals at 18 by 13. Aquamarine, look at that aquamarine, look at the clear quartz. Can you see those little facets? How hard would it be if you were actually cutting these? Look at the precision. Oh, by the way, this is exclusive to the kit that I'm giving you right now. Let's have a look at the strand on its own. Have a look at that. I love that. Oh, I love it. What would you do with it? Would you? I just think earrings. I actually think you could do something really simple with this. Of course, Shambhala bracelets spring to mind straight away. I'd use silver with it, I think. I would. Or gold. It doesn't matter, silver or gold, but just for me, I think I like it because it's frosty and I want to keep it cold and chilly and woo. Absolutely beautiful. They are almost like baubles, aren't they? Just gorgeous. Now, remember, this is exclusive to the kit, this strand. Right, we've only got 50 of these left. Let's make it available to everyone on the phone lines as well. A trio of stunning gemstones, the labradorite graduated matte finish, elongated pairs, 12 by 8, 23 by 14 on an 18 centimetre strand. It's the aquamarine March's birth gemstone that really gets my juices flowing. I love that. Those two together are stunning, aren't they? White frosted quartz in the in that intricate faceting. They're 10 mil. Oh, hang on a minute. Did you get memory wire with this as well?
I did. I didn't actually use it because I completely and utterly got installed.
I haven't got that.
Have you not got that?
I haven't got it. You get memory wire with this as well. 14 coils of ring memory wire. I might have it if it's ring and it just hasn't popped out. No, I haven't got it, you know. 14 coils of ring memory wire is yours as well. We are limited in stock. Thank you, Sarah Elfin. Sarah Santa's Elfin. 14 coils on there to make rings with, or great for earrings as well, by the way. 50 metres of stainless steel beading thread, 80 metres of monofilament, over 6 metres of clear elastic on the stretch, 5 metres of silver satin cord, 5 metres of white organza ribbon, 5 metres of silver organza ribbon, 5 metres of black organza ribbon. All of this for £29.95. You're making a big saving by buying all of this. And again, if it's your first ever purchase with us here at Jewellery Maker, you are getting everything you need to get going with your new jewellery making hobby. Well done, you. How lucky you are. £29.95. You've also got an extended money back guarantee if you're shopping with us today from now until the 31st of January 2014. Can you believe it's going to be 2014?
I've just got used to writing 2013.
I'm only just used to the millennium. I've only just got my head around that.
I know, it's all going a bit too fast. I think it's the sign of I'm getting older. The years
I thought
seem to
only
be passing.
aliens would be alive in 2014. Do you know that? Like when you're little, you just think, is it? You know, you think it's always going to be 1986, don't you?
I know. It's just going far too fast at the moment. I just want to hit the stop button. Just let it slow down a little bit.
It does go, especially when you've got little ones.
Yeah.
It just goes so quick. Come on, let's go over to the lovely Sarah. Now, Sarah, for you with this kit, it was all about the labradorite, wasn't it?
It was. I mean, the aquamarine and the labradorite are just a match made in heaven anyway, because you've got all of those gentle green and blue hues coming through the aquamarine, which are just then tied in with all the dark drama of the labradorite, and it just together they're absolutely fantastic. And the shiller of the labradorite, because I wanted them, you know, sometimes you want to face a gemstone, because sometimes a gemstone has got a more a side that will have more shiller, so you want to face that side to the front of your design. I didn't have to do it with this strand because every time I turned it over, it was doing exactly the same, if not, it was just sort of shouting even more at me. Beautiful shiller. And there's the blue shiller coming through, but there's also the golden tones. And these gemstones have been faceted, well, they're not faceted, they're smooth, but they've been shaped to give the best of the quality of the labradorite, so they're amazing.
Look at that. Oh, look at this one. Sorry, just look at that. And you're right, the shiller is incredible. I love this. Isn't that beautiful? That heart chain is so stunning.
I just needed to use it, not in a bracelet, I just wanted to use it just somewhere different on the neckline.
And it's gorgeous. I love the ribbon in this, Sarah. I love the way you've even just tied it at the back. Isn't that beautiful? Very, very Downton, darlings. I love that ribbon. Let me just turn it around, because, I mean, it's the simplest thing, but wouldn't that look beautiful with your hair up?
Using a ribbon open-ended like that allows you to wear that over a chunky knit. If you've got a cowl neck, you can wear it over your chunky knit. But then if you're wearing a dress and you want a choker style piece, then you can bring it right up to the neckline and wear it in lots of different styles.
How on earth did you do this? Isn't that gorgeous?
I'm going to show you how to do that.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes.
have a look at this. Isn't that gorgeous? Little ruffles all around the gemstones. Then you've done a really pretty Shambhala style bracelet.
Slightly different. It's not a square knot. It's a half hitch version, but yeah,
half hitch.
But it's on elastic as well, so I haven't actually.
Oh, is it?
Yes, it actually stretches as well.
How did you do that on elastic?
Because the gemstones are on elastic, and I've tied this.
Oh, I see.
The satin over, but because it's a bit loose over the gemstones, it allows it to stretch to get over the wrist.
Perfect. Earrings, wow, simple and beautiful. Yes. 2 pairs of very simple, very elegant, very beautiful earrings. And it's these kinds of earrings actually that we see in the jewellers, isn't it?
It is. I mean, those are the sorts of earrings that you'll see everywhere, whether it be on the high street, whether it be at your craft stores, if you're looking at other people's jewellery. These are the things that will sell because they're very easy to wear, yet the gemstone is at doing all of the work. And using those gold over silver findings, just perfect. Absolutely perfect with these gems.
They are gorgeous. Now you're going to show us, Sarah, how to make this wonderful. Sorry, Mikey, I moved it just as Mike is just about to have a look at it, and I've swiped it.
It's too beautiful to leave it alone.
It is. I just think that's fab. I bet you were well proud of yourself. Is this a technique you've done before?
It is a technique I have done before, but I did it with satin cord, and it looks slightly different. And I also did it in 1 tone, whereas this is a 2-tone one. I'm going to show you how to get the 2-tone effect, because I've not added and taken the ribbon out. It's all in there from the start.
Oh.
So it's a bit of a sneaky way of being... Yeah.
Oh, you little sneaker.
I snuck it.
Your little sneak
Snuck it in there.
Let's have a look.
So I'm going to show you how to do this. And the start of this piece of jewellery is 2 pieces of beading thread. So I have 2 pieces here. If I open that up, you'll be able to see that there's 2 pieces of beading thread there. And I've just taken them through my clasp up here and added a little crimp bead onto there. So that's all I've done so far. I'm just going to crimp my crimp bead. I find the right pliers. There they are. Just going to crimp my crimp bead in place, and I've just attached all of this onto my macrame board. If you haven't got one of these, you know, whatever you've got at home that you normally would do tying techniques on, whether it be a clipboard or whatever you've got.
A small, one of your kids holding on to the end of it, perhaps.
Yeah.
No, they don't stay still. Actually, no.
That's never going to happen.
No, not in my house. They don't stay still
It
enough
won't
for
stay
that.
still long enough. So that's my one end of my clasp on there. And then what I've done is I've taken 2 lengths of ribbon, one in the silver and one in the black. And you will need quite a good length. I would say about 1.5 meters of each, because you're going to be using a lot to tie these knots. And it does sort of shrink it back up again. And you don't want to get to the last bead and then just have this tiny weeny bit of ribbon that you're trying to tie round, and then you've got nothing to leave to put your bow on. So you want about 1.5 meters of each. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take both ends underneath my beading thread, like that, and I'm roughly going to find the middle. And to anchor this, I'm just going to do a square knot to anchor it with. Okay, so the square knot is you create a loop on one side, you take the tail of the opposite side over the ribbon, and then you take it underneath your beading thread and into that loop you made. And with the ribbon it's a bit tricky to show, but we'll get there in a sec. There we go. And pull those tails through. So this is just going to literally be my first anchor, and that's all I'm going to do. Is literally I'm going to do one side of the square knot. So just anchor it on. That's it. That's going to get me to start off with. Okay. Now just choose which ribbon, which colour of ribbon you want to start off with. And
doesn't matter,
doesn't matter. No. Which one do you fancy?
Oh, Brad Pitt.
Black or silver?
Claire just went, ew. What do you mean, ew? That was Kim.
Which colour would you like, black or silver to start?
I think we'll have a bit of silver, because we started with black last time.
Okay, fine. So what you're going to do is you're going to hold, if you're going to be creating a silver circle, you're going to hold the black thread, the black ribbon in your hand. And this is going to be your holding cord, so you're going to basically tie all of your knots over this one. And then what we're going to do is form lots and lots of half hitches. And the secret to remembering which side on this to do the half hitches on is if you're on the right, you're going to tie the loop on the right, and if you're on the left, you're going to make the loop on the left.
Okay.
So to tie the half hitches, what you do is you take your thread, your ribbon, over the top of the holding thread, and then bring it through into that loop. And that's one little half of a half hitch. And you're just going to tie that up, and you can see I'm just going to literally do 9 of these. I worked out 9 was roughly what I needed to do. So you just keep going. And
that brings that to the surface?
It brings the...
Does it not? No, it doesn't.
It hides it because the holding cord gets completely
covered. Of course it does.
Completely hidden.
Which you'd think would be difficult with a deep colour like black, but it isn't, is it?
It's not, no. You might have found it difficult if you'd used the white ribbon. Out of the kit.
Actually, you're right.
It may have just shown through as a lighter grey. Now this will slide up and down until you've got
I was going to say that, it's moved down. Does that matter?
It doesn't matter. You can
just
slide
slither
it back up there. So you're literally just going to keep going, always on the right hand side, creating that loop, like so.
Okay.
And until you've got enough to go around your gemstone. And you'll notice I'm pulling these quite tight, and I'm pulling my thread upwards. That action tightens the knot, the pulling it up towards the top. So we just have a little check and see if we've got enough just to cage that. I think just one more will cage that side. So just do one loop like that, pull that up.
Okay.
And you might find that this
just knots, really.
Yeah, this twists inwards or outwards. You might find it does that. If so, you can just straighten it out onto the ribbon. And that's going to cage. If I get my fingers out of the way, can you see that's caging the gemstone? And you're going to do exactly the same on the opposite side, but I'm going to be a bit funky and a bit controversial, and I'm going to just do it the opposite way.
Before you do that, can we just, Claire would like to show it to Mikey, who's got a lovely pirate top on today. That's my favourite jumper of yours, Mikey.
Let's move those out of the way. If I hold that up, Mikey, is that about right? And you see that's literally coming round to hug that little gemstone? There we go.
Thank you, Sarah.
That's all right. I know it's a bit tricky to see the finer details on the overhead sometimes, isn't it? Yeah. So what I'm going to do on the other side is I'm going to show you how the black would work, and just for instead of seeing me do that. So what I'm going to do is hold my silver thread instead, and I would make my knots on exactly the same way, but my loop is now on the left hand side because I'm on the left. Then I'm going to show you quickly how to knot these in between. And you literally just keep going, keeping your tension. You want to make sure that these knots are neat and tidy. And that by using that upward motion, it allows you to keep your knots nice and tidy. So just move that up again. And these are just what we call half hitch knots.
I like that, half hitch.
Half hitch.
Sounds like you're a bit married, but not really. I'm only half hitched.
Sounds like you're a bit, you've been out for a night out and you've had 3 glasses of champagne, you're a bit half hitched, aren't you? It's like, woo!
That was my other half last night. You should have heard the phone call I got.
I know.
I didn't make any sense at all. Not any.
I know, I'm going to get that next week because my husband's got his Christmas shopping trip and all the boys go out.
Christmas shopping trip? The boys go Christmas shopping?
The boys go Christmas shopping.
How lovely.
But most of the gifts come in a pint pot.
How funny.
It's a bit of a pub crawl, and they do a bit of shopping on the way.
God bless them. Lose the shopping and
they've done that. They've lost the shopping. They've come home with each other's shopping before now, not remembered what they've bought because they've had it wrapped in the shop. Yeah, they've had things wrapped in the shop, and my husband hasn't known what it was, even on Christmas Day, and he was more excited about the gift than I was because he couldn't remember what was in there. Okay, so we've got enough to be able to just cage the gemstone, and so what we're going to do is the ones we tie were our holding threads. We're going to tie those over.
Okay.
Over this strand, and we're literally going to do that square knot again, and we're going to quickly tie that underneath there, and this is going to pull it together like so, and then the opposite side, and then you're going to do that with your other strand as well. But you can see that's coming together, and then you just carry on down the bracelet. So if I move these.
Actually, I like what you've done there with the alternating. That looks really pretty. Yeah, I really do.
This technique, you can do lots of different things because you can hide multiple cords inside. So you could do 3 or 4 different colours down a bracelet by just create it. The 2 or 3 colours you want to hide will be your holding threads, and the one you tie over is the one you'll see on the top. So you can make fabulous rainbows. So you just literally carry on down the piece like that, and I just added on the other end of the clasp in the normal manner underneath. So I've got my T-bar, my toggle clasp there, and because I didn't have any ribbon ends and cord endings in the kit, and I didn't want to have a knot or anything there, I've just tied a little bow, and I've just popped a dab of glue underneath there so that bow won't come undone, or you can tie a stitch through it.
Fantastic.
And
Fantastic.
I think it's got that kind of vintage feel about it because it's got all the ribbon chokers and things, and it's really soft to wear as well. It's beautiful.
I really love that, Sarah, and you can see it sort of incorporated in other designs, kind of rosette-like. Now, I've got to go back over there. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Make sure you're checking out baskets. The kit has, of course, now, as you can see on your screen, gone limited. So we'll catch up with Sarah in just a mo with her challenge throughout the day, and of course we'll be seeing her again with the next kit. But for now, it's time to give to you a beautiful strand of tourmaline, black tourmaline, that we have a very large quantity of. Tourmaline is the birth gemstone of October. These are stunning graduated rounds. Now they are small. In fact, they go all the way up to a very small seedy bead. And if you are doing your beaded kumihimo, you're going to enjoy this one. They're also fantastic for soutache, for your geometric beading, for your beady beads, for adding little tiny details. Maybe you've got the bead loom like Sarah and you want to add little chevrons, black chevrons to your design. How perfect would this be? Graduating up and then back down. I'm going to try it on, if I may, as a necklace. I think it's really elegant, really simple, that you could just do something like this. It is a beautiful strand, isn't it, Kim? And actually, do you know what? I wouldn't rule out just adding a charm onto that as it is. Don't you think that looks gorgeous? I love that sparkle. I absolutely love that sparkle. Now I need you on the phone lines as quickly as you can. These black tourmaline graduated rounds are going to be those little details. Now, we have not seen anything like this, size-wise or gemstone-wise before. So I would absolutely get on the phone lines. This is a Gems of Distinction strand. Tourmaline is such a well-respected gemstone in the industry, that is gemology and jewellery, because it comes in such huge variants. Look at that, huge variants of colours. Now, tourmaline, of course, we know all about Paraiba tourmaline, if you were into your gemstones, being one of the world's rarest gemstones, and it takes weeks to get to one little piece. Of course, this is black tourmaline, not Paraiba tourmaline, but just goes to show the attention that tourmaline gets. And of course, it being October's birthstone, it's very, doesn't it look like spinel because it's so sparkly? I think these are sparkling like black diamonds. Do you know, I've got a ring with black and white diamonds in it. These are just as sparkly as the black diamonds in my black diamond ring, I promise you. Now, don't you love this graduation? Don't you think there's scope for design here? If you're thinking about adding beads to your kumihimo, this is perfect. I've got another strand that's coming up later that's going to look wonderful together with it. Look at this coated pyrite. How glorious are these two together? Oh my gosh, I love it. I want a bracelet just like that. Isn't that gorgeous, Kim? Actually, just imagine kumihimo like that as well. Fantastic. Now, Sarah, we don't have many opportunities for tiny little beads like this, and I know it's something you ask us for a lot because you like to incorporate it, but they're very hard to get, aren't they?
They are, and gemstone small beads are absolutely incredibly difficult to get hold of.
Well, that's the key thing, isn't it? Genuine gemstone small beads.
Because, you know, it's the difficulty in A, faceting them, and B, then having to drill a hole through what is a small piece of a gemstone It has to be a high quality gemstone, because when they're doing the lapidary on them, if they're not a high quality gemstone, if there's any little imperfection in the gemstone, at that point when they either facet or drill it, it will crack and shatter.
Yeah, it shatters.
Yeah, so this is, you know, you're getting such high-end gemstones when you're getting the smaller ones like this, and the work that goes into them. Please don't underestimate. I mean, when you're beading them and you think, I can't see these because they're very small, you know, and if your eyesight like mine is starting to go a little bit, yeah. And you're using your magnifier, have a good look when you're using your magnifier, a handy Andy, and have a great look at the quality of those gemstones underneath when you get really close to them, because they're just amazing, but they're so difficult to get hold of. And when I see them on Jewellery Maker, I snap up strand after strand.
That's the key thing. These are genuine gemstones. They are tiny, weeny, and they're perfect for all of your little intricate pieces. Now, these are very popular on the website. We had a massive, great stocking fillers, a massive stock of these, and already a big amount have already gone. Can you see the sparkle? Don't you just think something really delicate? I would grab 3 or 4 of these and make one massive intricate piece on my bead loom. I love bead weaving. I think it's wonderful. I'm really into that at the moment.
Yes.
I wish I was as good as you at bead weaving, but I'm not half as good, but it is something that's very, very interesting indeed. If you put these with pearls, white pearls, they would just look striking. And I have got some pearlies later. How gorgeous is that? How beautiful. Very Chanel, darlings, isn't it? Look at that. We love expensive looking things, and this most certainly is that. I've got some beautiful chain coming up for you later. You've been asking for it. How wonderful is that chain together with the black? Great with the gold, but you know, very Thomas Sabo with the silver. Very Gucci with the gold. We've said Chanel already, haven't we? Now get yourself on the phone lines for this, because we should be going just a little bit under £10 for this strand, but we're not. We're going to give you a great deal today as a big thank you for tuning in to us here on this Thursday. I don't know what the actual date is. All of this for just £5.95, an absolutely incredible strand. It's gems of distinction, this strand, so you'll know its quality is superb, superior against the rest. DSVX56 is your item code. What a super addition, what an absolutely super addition to our stashes. I can't wait to see. Please grab a couple of these, because I really want to see your bead loom pieces. If you haven't got a bead loom, do what I did on your macrame board, and stop me if I'm wrong, Sarah, but I have done this. I've laid my weaving strands across my macrame board, and then I've woven in and out of that, and it was easy.
You can. I mean, certainly for your larger gemstones, that's a great way of being able to do it. So, you know, I know that the bead loom's not in stock at the moment, so, you know, if you haven't got one, that is a great way of being able to get into doing that looming and getting into a good starting position to be able to sort of then up your game, so to speak, in the future. You know, it's...
Absolutely, and if you saw the other Sarah, Sarah Green, she was doing the ladder stitch, freehand stitch.
Yes.
I think this would be stunning freehand stitched.
It would also work really well. I did a peyote beaded bezel.
Perfect for peyote.
For a cabochon, and those would be absolutely ideal for that.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Framing a cabochon, your peyote or peyote, depending on how you... I always say peyote because it sounds like coyote.
Yeah.
$5.95. These are absolutely reaming out. Look at that. Look at the sparkle. Isn't it gorgeous to have such a sparkle? Think about New Year's Eve. Think about sparkle, think about glamour on Christmas Day. It is all about the sparkle and the glamour, isn't it?
It is.
I love it. I love it. I just love it.
You have to feel like $1 million on Christmas Day. You
completely.
Really have to.
And your table's got to look stunning and everything. Yes. You know, you just want the day to be perfect, don't you?
I know, and I wouldn't even care if there was turkey or anything. It is all about having your family together and that feeling that you get on Christmas Day. And you know, whether you've got egg and chips or turkey, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter as long as you're together.
You're
toast,
together,
don't care.
And you've got that whole feeling of the occasion. You know, when you feel brilliant, you've got your family around you. This is just going to top everything off. You're all
feeling wonderful. Yeah. And what a great gift to give to somebody. It's only cost you $5.95. You can make a couple of stretchy bracelets out of that and they'd be gorgeous, really pretty. Now, don't forget, when you've got this strand, when you put it together, whether it's your first time ever jewellery making or whether you're super advanced in bead looming or whatever you're doing, or geometric beading, send us in a photograph. It's so lovely for us to see from the strand to the design, and it's such a wonderful experience to share with you and with everybody else for inspiration. Now we are going to go across to that very Wall of Fame.
Very nice.
Talk about texture, that's gorgeous, isn't it?
I know, just see all the natural beauty of the gemstones coming through there.
I love the colour. Number 349 is from Donna Heron from Chipping Ongar in Essex. And she says, we're Team Essex at the moment because of Joey Essex on the telling my son's obsessed with him. Hi all at JM. He said to me yesterday, this breakfast is not ream. And I went, no, Max! No. But it did make it. This breakfast is not ream. It was just silly, aren't they, kids? This is my entry for this week. It's a memory wire bracelet. Oh, it's memory wire.
Wow.
Oh, wow, lovely. With gems from the Lucky Dip gemstone bag. Bought recently. The bag was crammed with loads of different stones. Well worth the money. I think this may be some kind of agate. I think you're right. With a few nuggets thrown in for good measure. Keep up the good work and good luck to all, from Donna. Donna, thank you so much. And it's so nice to hear about those Lucky Dip bags, so thank you very much. 349.
I love the Lucky Dip bags. I make so many pairs of earrings normally out of the Lucky Dip bags because you normally find you've got 2 of a particular gemstone in there.
Oh, I love what that's photographed on. Doesn't that look pretty? The lace.
I wonder if they actually made that or whether it's... because that's
beautiful,
all crochet.
Yeah, that is lacy crochet.
Yeah, this is 350, and this is from Beatrice.
Worcestershire.
And she's in Worcestershire. This is my first entry, a matching set made with abalone petals even, aventurine, and small beads from a scoop, as well as a silver bead from a stash and clasp, and that's from Beatrice. Beatrice is gorgeous. I love abalone anyway.
Me too. Oh, it's such a stunning gemstone to work with, isn't it?
And it just goes with so many different other gemstones.
Oh, pearlies. You know I love this. Number 351. Gorgeous. From the lovely Jill in Bedford. And Jill says, hello everyone, here's my entry to this week's wall. A pearl and shell collection from silver wire with gizmo coils on the necklace, all made from Jewellery Maker materials. Hope you like it, and fingers crossed I'm lucky today. Thanks, Jill in Bedford. Jill, I love it, well done. Fantastic, really great, I love that.
Such a classic set,
it is, isn't it?
Beautiful.
Oh, colours are gorgeous.
All the chain
what is
detail.
This? Look at the power of that power shell.
I know, amazing. And all the chain in between as well.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Texture and light. This is from Jane Waters. She said, I had the abalone since last year out of one of your bead scoops. They've all been busy with the scoops at the moment. And I love the colours. And now I have some inspiration to find a home for them. Love to you all. And that's from Jane Waters. Jane, that's gorgeous.
It.
Beautiful.
Gorgeous. The use of beading thread here is stunning. And I love the connection at the bottom, just to group it together, and the cut of the gemstones. You would have loved the first kit that we had today, Annette. Annette writes, hi JM, I hope you like this necklace which I made when I came to Gemma's course last week. The gems include rose quartz, blue quartz and amethyst. I met you, yeah, because Gemma was in last week, and oh gosh, she had a lovely bunch of ladies in, which I chose from the large bead scoop containers. It was like Aladdin's cave and I had so much fun. Best wishes, Annette. You know what, Annette? It's so lovely to see everybody, and please don't hesitate in coming through to one of our courses at whatever level you're at your jewellery making. Don't think, oh, I'm not going to go until I'm really good. The whole point is that we all come together at different levels. It doesn't matter if you're a beginner. It's wonderful to meet you, and it's great for inspiration from others, and of course from our wonderful guest designers. So do get yourself booked into a course. Now we're going to let you know how to. We're going to announce the award after the break that you can get voting on, and we're going to let you know how to enter the Wall of Fame during the break, and we will be right on back after this.
Join guest designer Sarah Elvin and get creating stunning designs in no time with this Kumahimo introductory DVD. The easy-to-follow steps shown on this DVD will make you feel like you have your own personal tutor and will guide you through a variety of techniques to get you started. To get your hands on a copy, simply contact our call centre. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. And each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their Jewellery Maker account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, The Genuine Gemstone Company, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moonsmoat, Redditch, B989HF.
Are you new to Jewellery Maker? Would you like to try a new hobby? Then why not give us a call on 0800 644 655 and we'll send you a free copy of our DVD and booklet to help you get started. You don't even need to make an order. Get involved with Jewellery Maker.
If you have a question or query for Jewellery Maker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2. Or alternatively, you can email help@jewellerymaker.com. The new year is fast approaching and we're getting ready to go out with a bang. You can get involved by voting in the annual JM Awards. Check out Facebook from Monday the 25th of November at 10 AM, where we will release a different voting category each day until December the 6th. Get involved with Jewellery Maker.
Welcome back. Of course, it's now time to vote for the Vicky Carr Jewellery Maker Awards on Facebook. Get yourself on there. And the category today is Best Technique. Vicky will be announcing the winners on New Year's Eve for you at what time? We don't know what time. She'll tell you. She'll have it all organised because she is the most organised lady I know in the whole world. I've never known anything like it. She's brilliant at organising. So the Vicky Carr Jewellery Maker Awards, get voting now. We do really, really appreciate it. And it was wonderful last year actually, because it was so interesting to see everybody's opinions and see what your favourite gemstones and things were. It was lovely. Now I'm going to give you a little bit of a teaser, if you like, on my matrix box this morning. Now my first matrix box was this week, and I've got to say I so enjoyed doing it. Look at this iridescence that you get. Now I'm going to get all of them out a little bit later. You get absolutely stacks. We're going to do it at 12 o'clock today. Kimmy's decided. She's not too teasy. So not too teasy, because she does like to decide last minute sometimes. Now, can you just tell me, have I still got some of the Kumihimo disc left? We have still got availability of that. Now we're going to give to you the bronzite drops. Have a look at these. I'm going to just show them to you now, and then we're going to give them to you later on. Bronzite gives you this wonderful effect, almost like gold leafing, which I can show you if I just stretch this wonderful strand out. You get that fabulous gold leafing effect. Look at that. Isn't it lovely? And that's coming up for you. A little bit lighter on. Now, right now. Can I do these now? Oh, I love you. Now, can I just show you actually how these sit next to each other? And when you think about that Audrey Hepburn big cuff necklace, I actually think you could create something like that out of these. Let me just shorten the one. You won't need, obviously one will need to be a bit shorter than the other in order to do it. And it's probably easier if I am looking at it in a proper manner. But look at that together. I mean, just from there you can see, can't you? Such amazing texture. And because they're all kind of higgledy-piggledy, you can work to manipulate them, sort of marry them together. It is very much a bridal necklace when you look at it like that, isn't it? Let me see if I can twist them together and see what effect that gives as well. I love these. I love them because they're top drilled. Instead of going, so say this is the pearl, instead of going through the pearl, we've gone at an angle at the top. That's why they're all higgledy-piggledy. And it makes a massive difference, doesn't it? Now, I'm going to just knit them together and see what that looks like on the bust. Oh, I love that. See, that's where you get the texture, isn't it? Because you've got that different drilling. Isn't that lovely? Oh, I love that. So just, I mean, I was only knitting it together for a couple of seconds, but oh my gosh, look at that. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I absolutely adore pearls anyway. Big pearly fan. Let me just take that away because I want to put these around my wrist. Now, if you're doing bridal pieces, I do love these as well for bracelets because, again, because of the drilling. Now, you're getting 2 strands, but let's think about how many pearls you actually get on those strands. Because they are drilled at the top, they kind of lie like that next to each other, so you get more to the strand, I think. It certainly appears that way anyway. Now, you've got the classic white pearl here, which for me is the most elegant pearl. That and the champagne pearl are very, very elegant, very beautiful, very chic, very sophisticated. You're always going to get that look of sheer elegance. And I actually think when you look at pearls, when you look at people who wear pearls, there's always that air of elegance. There is always that air of expensive, actually. And if you go and have a little research, if you go into your high-end jewellers today, in fact, challenge yourself a little bit. Go into that high-end jewellers. Don't be frightened to go in there, because I know you sort of think like you don't belong in there, especially when there's bodyguards and things at the door. Guard, what they call security guards, not bodyguards. And you have to ring a bell and things. Go and have a look in there. Just take yourself in there. Have a look at pearls and just absorb everything about them. The way they look when they're displayed, the way they've been put together in jewellery. And of course, let's not forget the price tag. Very, very, very important. Because aren't pearls very expensive sometimes? How gorgeous are these pearls? And look, when I really work to twist these together, that's what we're talking about. Now, Sarah, could I kumihimo pearls so that they stay like this with fine, fine wire?
You could, yes. You could use the technique I used with the chips and use a base and either beading thread through them or a 0.4 wire through those. Yeah. And then if you use that technique where you're using the 4 strands of base material and 4 strands with the pearls on there, you would get a beautiful effect like that.
I love the way these bobble together almost. You know what I mean? They just. And do you like to work with pearls? I
love to work with pearls because for me pearls are elegantly classic, effortlessly beautiful. Difficult to say, but working.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
And as a jewellery maker, they are a great medium to go with lots of other gemstones. And I love to use them with all my sort of ethereal baby pinks and blues. And if I got that aquamarine in the first kit, they would look amazing with that. You know, they just are a great material to put with the gemstones, but they're just effortless on their own as well.
Yes, they are, aren't they? And I just think, well, the first thought is with bridal, isn't it?
It is. But I like to think, you know, there's a pearl jewellery design for every generation and every person out there. So, you know, whether you be young or old, there is a design out there for you.
Well, they're timeless, aren't they? And that's what we always say about pearls. You see portraits of ancient royalty, ancient kings and queens from the past, and they're wearing pearls. And pearls are prominent throughout life, throughout history, and they will certainly be part of our future. And I do believe that they are an heirloom. I do. I think this is a gemstone to pass down. To me, there's a reason why we marry diamonds and pearls so much together, because they are equally as beautiful as one another. And I think that, to me certainly, and maybe to you as well, they're just as precious as one another. Now you're going to get not 1 strand, but 2. And let me just let you know again, these are genuine fresh water cultured pearls. They are natural pearls, real pearls. If you want to know the difference between a pearl created, you know, naturally out there in the middle of the sea somewhere that's been come across by a diver and ones that are cultivated, go and have a look on our Facebook page, and Hannah Oxbury does explain all. It's very, very simple, but it's all done by the oyster in a natural way. YEG C68. Already 50 of these have gone, and you are going to get a truly remarkable price tag with the extended money back guarantee. Come shopping with us today. You've got until the 31st of January next year to send them back if you're not 100% in love with them, which you are going to be. And by the way, I'm going to encourage anybody to multi-buy today, because if you don't, I can't promise you'll see these again. You're definitely going to want to, I think, use these in so many designs to give the gift of pearls for Christmas time for just £9.90 for 2 strands, £9.95. What a glorious, glorious day it is to shop with us today here at Jewellery Maker. On the phone lines, it's a free phone number if you're dialing from the UK landline 0800 644 655. You can get involved. If you want to get webby with us, it's all the w's.jewellerymaker.com. YEGC68 is your item code. It's double trouble here today at Jewellery Maker with these gorgeous pearls. June's birthstone, a gemstone that's said to stop the bride crying on her wedding day. Don't cry, you'll run your mascara. For £9.95, you've got it all. What a glorious price. I've got a stunning strand. And don't forget the drilling makes these full of texture. Can you believe it? I'm going to just undo these and show you the 2 strands that you're getting. It's madness, isn't it? Come on, undo. There we are. Oh, you could just make one for your sister and one for you. They're both the same. I don't know what I'm doing with my hands. I'll put them on. Who gave you that? Who gave you that knotting tool? Paula's just come in. Paula? Kaz is on her way to pass it. Kaz is running ragged today because our darling Amelia is poorly. Having had her flu vaccination, she's got ever so poorly afterwards. So we're sending her lots of love. She's probably in bed now. Now you've got the knotting tool. Now Sarah, I know you've got this knotting tool. I won't talk to Sarah yet because Kaz is just about to walk in front of me. Thank you, darling. Now this is, so it's in stock and Paula's just literally booked it in at 9 o'clock this morning, waited for somebody from the warehouse to come down and give her this one to bring it to air. Right, I'm going to show it to you. I can't give it you yet because we've got to get it put up onto the system, have we? It's not done yet. The code, Kim, is LPBD72. Is that new into the building that Kim hasn't even got the code and hasn't? It's back in stock for the first time in a long time. Now I've done this knotting tool a couple of times with you, and there is a free tutorial on our website. Are we doing it now, or are we going to wait a bit? Oh, we're going to try and do it now, actually. Sarah, have you used the knotting tool? Well, I know you have. I've seen you use it. Talk to me about this knotting tool and how. Well, just tell me everything, basically.
This allows you to get your knots right up to the gemstone, which if you try and do it with your fingers or a needle or other ways of doing it, you end up in a bit of a mess and you always end up with that gap. This tool allows you to sit in comfort and knot continuously. So if you want to knot between your pearls, whether you want to knot between other gemstones, whether you're using Eslon or whether you're using satin thread, whatever you are knotting, this is going to allow you to get those knots uniform, neat, tidy and right up to the gemstone without faffing around, which at the end of the day as a jewellery maker you want to enjoy your hobby rather than
yes,
sitting there cursing because you can't get it to work right. And having the tool means that you can sit there enjoying what you're doing. And also if you do go into the pearl route of actually making lots of jewellery with pearls and knotting them and things like that, just have a look out there how much it is to have a strand of pearls restrung and shock yourself.
Oh really?
Yes.
Is it expensive?
Incredibly expensive. So that someone brings you the pearls, they've got them, they're already there, they're already strung, but the stringing does wear over time because of course it's a natural material. It will wear with perfume and wear and things like that, as do all materials. They wear with time. Yes. And sometimes a set of pearls will need to be restrung. It may be someone's inherited them and they're not quite long enough and they'd like an extended chain put on the back, or they want them restrung and they've got some different pearls or different gemstones they want to add into that strand. But just have a look how much it is to get those done anywhere, whether it be an artisan like ourselves or whether it be a high street jewellers to do it for you. And I don't even think the high street jewellers would restring pearls. It's something that's quite specialised. So you'd need a proper jewellers on the high street or an artisan craftsperson.
So this is a service you could perhaps offer as well, isn't it, Sarah?
It is definitely a service you can offer, and it's a really enjoyable one as well, because all that history that if someone brings you a set of pearls to be restrung, you've got part of their history there. So a really enjoyable thing to do.
Right, Kim's trying to get this code working, but it won't work yet because it's just come in the building. We're going to give it to you in about 10 minutes. So we're going to give you another, about a couple of minutes. We're going to give you another bundle first. She's trying, gold lover. Now, before that, I'm going to give to you. Where's my blackboard there? Let me just. Grab this. It sounds like we just had the phone call of joy, which means we can play it in a sec. So I'm going to give you the hemp cord. Now, you'd made something out of hemp cord, haven't you, that I had earlier?
It is. One of the bracelets, darling, up on the table.
Now, here it is. Here it is. And in fact, it's with this very pack. If you want to be able to create this lovely bracelet here that Sarah Elvin has created, it's this pack of natural colours of hemp cord that you will be needing. I'm not just going to give you one, I'm going to give you two. How many bracelets can I get out of these packs, Sarah?
Oh, crikey. To make a bracelet, you will need 8 strands, 3 times the length of what you want to make. So
by not 8 colours, just eight lengths of the same.
Yes.
Of the colours you want to use.
Of whatever medium you're using. And a standard kumihimo like that will use 3 times the length of the braid. So that's a good rule, is to have 3 times the length you want. If you're doing something like the 12 strand spiral, it uses more strands. It uses more length of cord. But a standard kumihimo uses 3 times the length of the finished piece. So it eats quite a lot of cord, but that's what gives you that dimension and the pattern and the texture.
So do you think we get about 4 bracelets out of each pack?
How many yards are on there?
You've got 3 yards, I think. Hang on, 4 times 9. No, 9 metres. 9 metres.
Oh, crikey. So,
yes, 9 metres each.
So
actually, that's lots.
So you're going to get at least a metre and a bit of braid out of that pack, because you need 8 metres. So, yeah. 8 metres. Yeah, you're probably going to get about that.
So how many bracelets would that be? Do you think about 4 or 5 bracelets?
4 or 5 bracelets, yeah.
Out of each one. Now, you're not just getting that. So that's about 10 bracelets. That's really good.
I know. I always make my braids in long length and then cut them up. So I use loads and loads. Oh. I've used those with the kumihimo.
Look at what I've got for you. The pewter colour, the gold, the silver and the rose gold colour. How wonderful is this? I love this one. Imagine a beaded kumihimo piece with that. Oh, gorgeous. These are going to look stunning with the pearls you just got as well.
There is a piece up on the Facebook site that I have done with kumihimo and those beads. So,
wow.
Yeah.
You are getting all of these beads. Look how many do you reckon you get in there? Hundreds. Look at all of that wonderful colour. I love this bead scoop. And I actually think this wraps up really nicely under the tree. Looks a little bit like a chocolate bar.
It does.
It says you get approximately 310 beads. Wow. That's incredible, isn't it? You get 2 of the packs of kumihimo cord. You get the wonderful deluxe gemstone scoop, all for £14.95. Get yourself on the phone lines for this one, 0800 644 655, or the W's. £11.90. £11? You never do £11. £11? That's very random. I thought we were doing that for £14.95. Not anymore. £11. Because it's £9 just for the tube on its own. Oh my gosh, £9.95 for the tube on its own, sorry. That's Kim. You're paying £1.05p for the cord.
I'll repost the picture when I get home of the necklace I made using those beads.
Thank you.
And it used, I can remember how many, it's 48 beads to make the necklace.
O'Reilly.
And it's the centre point is kumihimoed with the beads, and the rest of it is kumihimoed just with the cord.
Wow.
And it only used 48. So out of that, that tube, you can just go mad. And then there's a load of other pictures up there that I used that particular tube of beads with as well, and they're just lovely to work with. Really, really beautiful.
How fantastic. 0800 644 655. JPG C84. The mini macrame. 2 lots of hemp cord. Mini macrame. So is that like micro macrame? Could you do micro macrame with it? £11. Now, actually, you can do knotting of pearls on this hemp cord as well, can't you?
You can knot all your different gemstones. And have you got the 0.5 or is it the 1 mil?
Actually, that's a good point. It's a 0.5, so it goes through the smaller beads.
It will go through the smaller beads, but the 1 mil will go through that bead tube.
Aha!
So,
thank you for that. So you have got it.
Yes, so you can get a 1 mil either satin or hemp through there, and they're beautiful. If you're using the satin cord, you just need to seal the end of it, either with a little bit of nail polish, or if you've got the zapper tool, you can seal the end with that.
Zapper's great, isn't it?
It is.
Okay, now it's time for the knotting tool. Without further ado, we can confirm that it is now ready. Pardon? It's sold? The pearls have sold out. They've gone and sold out. Backed by popular demand. Is this, how many have we got? Is it likely to sell? I don't know anything about it because we've only got 100. Why have we only got, every time, it's like, if you bought the pearls, you've got to get on the, how many of the pearls do we have? So if everybody that got the pearls, 150 of the pearls, if everybody that gets the pearls gets it, we haven't got enough for everybody that's got the pearls. Get yourself on the phone lines quickly. Spoken to you about how wonderful and versatile this is. Spoken to Sarah, of course, about the fact that she knows people who offer services just to knot. Pearls can be very, very expensive. Your pearl knotting tool, this allows you to get really, really close with your knots so that you don't have loads of movement in between your beads. Keeps them nice and uniform, prevents them from rubbing together, therefore protects them, it prolongs the life of them, and just basically makes them look gorgeous. Remember, again, like I just said, there is a free tutorial download on the website. It's JewelleryMaker.com. Brought to you from the beadsmith, who is an extremely, extremely well recognised and well respected brand in the jewellery industry, in the jewellery making industry. And actually that's quite important. It's not craft specific, it's jewellery making specific, which makes things life so much easier. Sometimes we get, you know, just craft specific to already approaching 40 of these have gone and sold out. Let's give you a price tag as quick as we can on the phone lines. LPB D72. Now those that I just mentioned, the stock that's gone, it has gone on the website because the price tag goes straight onto our website. Knotting pearls is useful because, Kim, it protects your pearls, it gives a classic look,
yeah,
and it stops the pearls from rubbing together, doesn't it?
It does. And also, should the worst happen and your strand should break,
this is important,
they don't fly all over the floor.
Yes.
And that's why it was typically done, was because it protected the pearls from rubbing, but also gave you that security, because pearls, as we know, are incredibly precious, but in times gone by, they were incredibly expensive because they were
absolutely.
very, very rare.
And so you would keep hold of them very, in that, because it would be an absolute travesty if your pearls went everywhere. I mean,
right.
gosh, you would never catch hold of them all, would you?
No, so that's why, not only to protect the pearls from rubbing, but also so if the worst should happen and that strand of between them should break, that they won't all disappear. You may lose the one where it's snapped, but hopefully you'll feel them go, and then you'll be able to look for that one pearl, but everything else will be secure.
So there you go. Keep hold of your pearls because they are precious to us, huh? Now, I've just been given yellow topaz, golden topaz, golden topaz, golden topaz. Yellow, it's golden. It's beautiful. Sunny, sunny topaz. I've got some stunning gemstones coming out for you. It's not just for pearls, this knotting tool. It's for everything. Can I have a look at those? Sorry to take away from the knotting tool. They're proper golden. Look at that. Oh gosh, isn't that beautiful? It's coming out later on in today's show. Right, I've got to let you know, what is it? Over half the stock's gone of this. Half the stock's, way over half the stock's gone, said Kim. Be quick if you want the knotting tool. It does look like it's going to sell out. On the phone lines, it's 0800 64446. Come on, don't tease us on the phone lines, don't be mean. Everybody already knows the price tag on the website, it's JewelleryMaker.com. How much is it? You didn't tell me. She's up and down. You didn't bring it in. Nobody saw. We didn't see the price tag. Thank you. That's better. £9. You £9.95. Again, I thought you said that was £11. There is a queue on the lines. Please hold on. Hold on. Don't be scared. I like that song. Do you? A little bit of Gazza Barlow. A little bit of Barlow, like it. Now, how come he's suddenly good looking? Because he never used to be when he was in Take That, did he?
I don't know.
That spiky
some
hair.
men age quite well, don't they? I suppose.
Yeah, I suppose they do. I suppose they do. My other half is in the Relight My Fire video.
Is he?
Yeah. He's a dancer in Relight My Fire. Lee. Yeah, and in Mr. Blobby. He's behind Mr. Blobby at the end. No, Relight My Fire, he's there. He's there having a dance. Curtain hairstyle, proper 90s. Yeah, it's a bit embarrassing actually when I watch it. I'm like, he's much sexier now. Now, we're going to do the kit now, Kimmy. Let's do the kit. Please don't YouTube that actually. Please don't. I shouldn't have mentioned it.
You know we all are now.
Yeah, I know, but I've done it and I wish I hadn't. I'm like, oh, now I'm not sure I'm going to kiss you on the lips for 3 days after that. Now, have a look. I always thought it was very random of Lulu to be singing with Take That on Relight My Fire. I like her. I love a bit of Lulu. Very strange. Anyway, Pure Opulence. What a lovely name for a kit, Kim. Pure Opulence. Yeah. Prussian Blue. You don't like it? Prussian Blue. That's, if you have ever read a Jilly Cooper book, you'll know that she refers to Prussian Blue a lot. I'm in the middle of Octavia right now. Now, are you a bit of a Jilly fan or not?
I took your advice and I started reading Polo while I was on holiday.
Oh,
I haven't finished it.
Are you in love with Perdita McLeod? Do you want to be her? Is that right? No, that is Polo.
Yeah. And she's just got the most amazing sort of lifestyle going on at the moment, so yeah.
I love it. I know how that starts with her talking about the poem in the classroom, and then she slips out and goes to a polo match, doesn't she?
Yes, that's right.
I love it. I love it. You've got to do it. Man who makes husbands jealous. That's a good one. Now, Prussian Blue. Very Jilly Cooper, darlings. Very Jilly Cooper. And you've got those wonderful shell pearl. Now, shell pearl can be, if you're wondering, and I won't go into great detail now, but you can tell the difference between shell pearl and pearl. Go on our Facebook and on our website, and Hannah Oxbury does a really great, clear explanation of it. She's a lovely girl, that Lady Ox. Now, look at this colour. So elegant, isn't it? And they're always, the thing about shell pearl is you can always rely on them being totally uniform, and they do have a larger drill hole. So if you need that, if you've got maybe a larger medium you want to work with, then go with shell pearl. I always think that shell pearl looks really glamorous, and I know this is going to sound completely crazy, but just at the base of a candle, a pillar candle, I'm obsessed with candles, and I think they look so pretty in the centre of your table. Lovely centrepiece. Now, you've also got, as you can see here, and I've got to make a song and a dance about this because it is one of my all-time favourite gemstones. I am in love with golden rutile quartz. I am so excited that it's in this kit because, do you know why I love this? Because they say it's the hair of Venus.
I know.
And whoever wears it shall have good luck in love. So I think we should all drape ourselves in it, girls. We should drape ourselves in it. Now, look at the golden rutilations. Look how stunning they are. Aren't they gorgeous? Look at that. They're fab, aren't they? The hair of Venus. I like it. I can't get over it. I just love it because can you just imagine the fairy tale myths and legends that are behind these gemstones? And then the graduated howlite, perfect for our collections. You also get your silver beading thread, your satin beading cord. You're going to get your beading materials, your monofilament, your beading thread and your elastic, and you're going to get findings as well. You are going to get 43 pieces of sterling silver. I love that we're reintroducing so many kits with sterling silver, and I just think it's such a fabulous addition. Don't forget you have got, well, those are $14.95 on their own, aren't they? The silver's $12.95 on its own. It is, in fact, the gold that's $14.95, isn't it? Sorry, I got confused. No, Kim. Kim's saying you're going to pay for the findings and you're going to get everything else for £7. Don't forget you've got that wonderful heart chain. All of this for just $19.95. I don't think I've seen a kit in ages with real silver. Now these are sterling silver findings and they're under £20. Think about where else you can shop for jewellery making equipment. Think about actually, can you get hold of sterling silver findings, or is it just us here at Jewellery Maker? And actually, let's not get complacent, because I think so many times we do. We go out there and we think to ourselves, isn't that expensive? Isn't that expensive when we go shopping? And actually, is it expensive, or is it us here at Jewellery Maker? Are we giving you fantastically low, sometimes too low prices? I believe that, I do genuinely, with my hand on my heart, believe that that is the truth. At just £19, and you let us know if you are finding things that are much better prices. Let us know. I challenge myself often going out there and having a look at what's out there. What are you seeing tools for? What are you seeing strands for? Are you seeing complete kits like this with everything? What a great gift for one of your loved ones. And maybe it's that this is quite a new hobby for you. Maybe your friends are getting really interested in it. Get them involved. It's so nice to have a hobby that you do together with your very best friends at £19.95. Add a little bit of wine in there as well. Add a little bit of wine. No, I'm going or a glitterberry. Other drinks are available, but I am very obsessed with that glittery, juicy drink at the moment. It's yummy, isn't it? Now, off we go. Off we go. Talking of glitterberry, she's that lovely cranberry colour today. Not in a skin tone, but in fact in a lovely dress. Now, Sarah, oh gosh, it's cold over here. I absolutely love this. It's very, very classic. Now, you said to me that you want to keep it pretty and classic with this kit.
Yes.
Putting in a few modern twists like the macrame, which is what you've done.
Yeah.
Now, have a look, because Sarah has indeed kept it classic, and I think it was such a wonderful thing, Sarah, to have the rutile quartz, wasn't it?
It was, and it's such a beautiful tone as well. It really does, you know, adds a certain essence to the kit. And it just really is lovely to have it in a kit, because it's something we don't get very often, and it's just really, really, really sort of gorgeous.
I love this. I love it. Look at these beautiful little raindrops almost coming from the two-strand weave. Isn't that, again, a very vintage feel to the design because of the highlight? It makes it a little bit more modern. It does. The use of the chain that you've got there, I really like.
Yeah, I wanted the chain to stretch the chain as far as I could, so I've used a little bit in the necklace, but I've also used a little bit with the pearls in one of the bracelets down the front there.
Oh, yes, you have.
Just a tiny bit.
Like a little bit of netting.
Yeah.
Just below that.
It's almost like a little lacy edge to the pearl bracelet.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't that gorgeous?
And just to add a little bit of that gorgeous silver tone.
And I just love what you've done here, adding on. Now, was that something that's difficult to do? Did you do it? Oh, I've seen how you've done it. I see that. Yes, isn't that pretty? Isn't that effective, Sarah? What's that called?
That's two different techniques mixed together. So it's a Chanlu style bracelet, which I did down the satin cord with a piece of beading thread, and then I've embellished it. I've gone back down and then used the half hitches there to create that lace edge.
What should we call it then? A half loo?
Could be.
Or a chan hitch?
A chan hitch, yeah. It's just once you've got one technique, it's then taking another one and sort of merging it on top of each other, just to create a different look.
And we've got to be quick and run through the rest of the jewellery, and then we're going to get right on down to a demonstration. Two beautiful pairs of earrings. All of this will, of course, go onto our Facebook page after the show, and if you're not, click and like it so you can get involved, and a beautiful ring with that highlight as well, and a lovely little detail at the front. Now, Sarah, you're going to give us a bit of a demo.
I am. I'm going to give you a bit of a demo on the neckline piece there with the knotting technique to create that lace effect.
Now, you've also twisted.
And we have. I'll show you quickly how to do that as well. So you've got both techniques will come together.
Okay, we're going to do that as quickly
as I can.
You and I chat too much, apparently. Well, we can't help it, Kim. We're ladies. We like to gossip.
Okay.
If only we had a cup of tea and a biscuit, we'd be here all day.
We would, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
Okay, so what I've done is I've threaded on my beads onto a piece of beading thread, and this is actually going to then form the base of my necklace.
Now, you've done that on the graduation, Sarah. Was that something you did on purpose?
Yeah, just to keep that graduation going. So I just used these are the biggest of the strands. These are the centre beads of the strand until they just graduate down to the next one. So I've done that just to get that look.
Okay.
And also because that helps the scalloping, because there's different shapes, beads, different sizes.
You just got a new board out?
I have. Can you smell it?
It smells like flip-flops in the summer, a new pair of flip-flops. I love it.
It does. It does go away quite quickly, though.
Sniff it.
Have a good sniff.
Oh, I love that Sorry, I know I'm weird.
So to attach my threads, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a lark's head knot, which is basically to take the thread underneath with a loop, and then just to pull my tails through.
Safety knot, I call that a pony rope knot.
Is that a pony rope knot?
Well, that's how I put it over the fence, like that, 'cause it stays like it.
Okay, so I've got 2 of those, and what I've done is I've got a long end and a short end. And the long end's going to go to the other end of my necklace, and the short end at this side is going to start to make my spiral. So what I'm going to do to get this long end into the right place to start knotting is I'm going to take it round, and if I would just switch my board so this makes it a bit easier for everyone to see at home how I'm doing this. I know, controversial, turn it the right way around. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a loop, and I'm going to take my thread underneath through that loop, and this is on the left hand side, and then I'm going to do it on the right hand side, create that loop and pull my thread through, and then that's just going to create, I don't know if you can see, just like a little lacy loop across there. That's going to get that into the right place to start making my loops underneath my beads. And I'm going to do the same thing again, so I'm going to go to the right, to the left and make a loop. I'm just going to pull that up. And you can see I'm not pulling it tight, I've just created a little loop, and then I'm going to do it on the right hand side, create that loop, thread under through the loop and create the rest of that knot and pull that tight. I'm going to take my other long strand and I'm going to do exactly the same thing, to the left and then to the right. And this is where you may want to just pull this first little one so you're happy where it is, and then you can pull the second one up. And then all I'm going to do is the same again with the first strand that came over. So it's going to create like a little tiny little loop, a little lacy edge, and then you're going to do that the whole way along with exactly the same technique, alternating between the threads. So if I hold that up, you'll be able to see just how that's starting to form. If I hold that, can you see that starting to form?
I love the smell of macrame boards. I love it.
Okay, so that's how you would go right down your neckline piece. And to create your spiral, I'm going to turn my board 180 degrees.
Back round.
Back round. I always work whichever way is more comfortable for you.
Yeah, there's no set way
there isn't.
to this jewellery making or crafting malarkey.
There isn't.
Just what you think. As long as you've got the basic technique in mind.
Yeah.
You're not, you know, it's not rigid. You make things, you do it how you want to do it, because as long as you're comfortable,
that's right.
It makes things a lot better for you along the way, and I think things turn out nicer then, don't they?
They do. And all you're going to do is create whichever side you're happier working on. You're going to create that loop and pull your thread through, and you're just going to work on the same side all the time, and that's what's going to create that spiral effect. So if I just keep going, you'll see it start to form. You can see my threads are coming round to this side. So you can just take them underneath, and that will pull it back round, and then just literally making your loops and pulling it tight. And my action is always to the top of my board, because that's what allows you to keep these and pull them tight, is to pull them towards the top. So if I...
Oh, I can see the twisty.
You can see the twist coming?
Yeah.
Right, if I hang on, if I hold on.
Oh, that's good, isn't it?
That
Yes, I can see, yeah.
Can you see that twist?
Yeah, it's like
just
helter-skeltering
starting to come
around there, isn't it?
And that's what will create the rest of that on the neckline piece, which is here.
Oh yes, we're just
Rescued it.
there we go.
And so that's how you create that twist at the top. It's just literally doing the half hitches on one side completely, and then to create the lace you take them under and you do an alternating half hitch. So you do one knot on one side and one on the other side of your thread.
Thank you so much. Now, if you need to know more in detail, Sarah is, of course, quite often on Facebook and things after the show. So the show will be on YouTube as well. So if you feel like you need to stop, then do. And all the photos will be on Facebook again afterwards. Now, at $19.95, the kit has now gone limited. Don't forget that you have got the sterling silver findings. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
And I'm starting the clock again for your challenge. Off we go. Over to the centre, because I've got something brand new to give to you in that strand of coated pyrite. I've left myself a bit of an obstacle course around here, which I'm just going to push that way. There was a disc on the floor, and I thought I'm gonna slip over on that. Now, I showed you a little sneaky peek of the coated pyrite earlier, and quite a few of you, in fact, have emailed the studio asking when we're going to do it. So you know what Kim said? She's got to do it now. She's been a bit teasy today, so she's going to say sorry by doing it now. Now, this coated pyrite, again, if you bought the stranded tourmaline, this is going to be absolutely stunning. And I think I'm really into beading with small beads at the moment. I'm seeing so many of you get competitive with your beading. And if beading's always been your thing, then you so need these. And it could be that, you know, you're into just kumihimo without gemstones. This is brilliant to incorporate into your kumihimo. Add it on and you get the most incredible look. Geometric beading is something that is very in at the moment, and if you're not sure what I'm talking about, please go and look it up online. Go to a search engine and put geometric beading in, and I think you'll get really inspired like I did when I discovered what it was. There's a slight graduation to this strand. Is there actually? It's not saying there is on the thing, but maybe it's just me. Yeah, no, they are, look, very slightly graduated. Do you agree, or is it just my eyes? Look. No, they are slightly graduated. It's just, I think it's just the inches at the end that are a little bit smaller for you, which means, well, for me, actually, that makes a much better strand because it means that I can start small at the top and work towards a chunkier piece. Now, the glamour of a strand like this just stands on its own, doesn't it? Now, I think if you were to incorporate this, say, in a beaded piece, maybe with your bead loom, I would put these with earrings as well. I would use these in a practical way as well as a design manner, because these are great on the end of pearls and a pair of pearl earrings, just to add to that elegance. These are absolutely wonderful in peyote. They're perfect for things like that. But like I said, if you have got the bead loom, wonderful. Now maybe you've got my favourite findings, which are the 2-hole spacer bars. If you do have those, just let's think about rowing up these together to make something really neat and tidy and uniform that stays together, not together, I don't know what together is, stays together just to create that uber sparkle. The size makes it versatile. If you bought the pearls, look, then that is a stunning combination. We've just had a phone call from Chloe who says she so wants this strand. Look at this. Ah, do you know what? Can you imagine that now? Kumihimo'd, working around and around and around in a spirally technique, perfect with those pearls. How expensive does this look? Don't you think it's got the accents of 18 karat gold? Because I do. It's really expensive looking. I actually think as well, if you're thinking about the bronzite, it's going to lift your bronzite too. Isn't that elegant? If you've got any smoky quartz, it's going to look wonderful with that too. These make perfect little charms. They're beautiful seedy beads, and they're an absolute must-have. Peyote, like I said, written all over it. Definitely with your 2-hole spacer bars, sorry. EDR U13 is your item code. You get 55 carats of copper colour coated pyrite. But I say there is definitely a feel of rich, rich gold to this. Brand new today and going at just $6.95. Were you expecting? I was expecting $12.95. $6.95. Definitely expecting these at much, much more. Do you know what? I've got no problem adding 2 or 3 of these to my basket. Have you? At $6.95, I know these are going to be so good for the festive period. I know they're going to look amazing with my green onyx and my reds. I know they're going to look fabulous with that golden topaz that I've got coming up for you later. Yes, perfect. What a price tag. Oh, I love this. I love that you're getting such a wonderful price. And you know what? Sarah and I were talking earlier about beads of this side. Genuine gemstones to get in beads that you can peyote with, that you can do your bead looming with. Do you know what? It's so hard to get real gemstones anywhere near this price. It's hard to get hold of them in the first instance, but to get them at just $6.95, you are buying in multiples of these. Loads of you on the website. Now, actually, the clearest way to buy right now on the phone lines, there is a great window of opportunity for you, 800 644 655, because there's only a couple of minutes on the queues, but you are going blinking webby mad today. We love you for it. £6.95. Check out baskets because this one is about to go limited. We only ever had 100 of them. Well done to everybody that's on the phone lines. Now, don't forget that I have got my matrix. I don't know whether to laugh or cry, so I'm doing both, Sarah. Let's go to the Wall of Fame. Why am I so blinking clumsy?
It's probably not you.
It is. Kim's in, just looking at me like...
I know, she's trying to tidy up now. Look.
I told you what I did the other day. I walked into an actual whole wall in a well-known supermarket of Christmas crackers. No. I walked backwards and the whole wall came down on top of me. And I just stood there and it made the most thunderous noise. And I stood there and I looked at everyone in the queue and I went like that and they all went... And I went, come on, that was a little bit funny. They all just looked at me like I was an alien, and I was really disappointed that people weren't just laughing at me secretly.
I think you either do laugh or cry at those situations, don't you?
I was so embarrassed, and I was going to go to the toilet, but I couldn't get out there quick enough.
No.
I thought, forget that. Anyway, that's my life. Oh, thank goodness for Jewellery Maker for bringing us back down to earth, and look how gorgeous is this. I love the wire on the front. Number 348, short and sweet. This is from Kaz's neck of the woods, from Barnsley, and it's from Sharon Townsend, who writes, here is my entry for the Wall of Fame. The bees are aquamarine from JM, and so is the wire. The pendant from my stash. Keep up the good work, from Sharon. Sharon, short but sweet. I love it. It's gorgeous. Number 348. Good luck.
I've got a
I
lovely
love this.
collection.
Very sexy, isn't it?
I know. This is 345, and this is from Fiona in Whitney.
Oh, lovely Whitney, near
Yeah.
Bristol, that is, isn't it? How
it's
lovely.
Oxford way, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
Whitney.
where Mark lives, in Whitney.
Is it? Here is this week's entry for the Wall of Fame. She's been playing with polymer clay again in preparation for a school
Oh,
fete
how lovely.
in a couple of weeks' time. This is a selection of earrings using polymer clay, cutters and antique bronze copper findings, all from Jewellery Maker. And good luck to everybody in the draw. I bet they're going to absolutely fly off your stall.
I
those.
love your sexy jeans as well.
I
They
know.
actually look good. I'm thinking about putting little charms on jeans. Looks really cute,
I wonder
doesn't
if
it?
that's one of those funky cushions made from jeans. It might be like a cushion that's actually made from
There are
them.
cushions made from jeans.
Yeah, you can get the cushions that are made from recycled jeans.
Can you?
Yeah.
Oh, isn't it clever what you do these
know.
days? The polymer clay is wonderful. Wiggly. I love a bit of wiggle.
I know, lovely chips.
346 is from the lovely... Oh, no. Regards to the lovely Carol, but this is from... Let me see. It doesn't say. It doesn't say. It doesn't
June
say.
at the top.
Oh, June Saunders. Hello, June. Hello, June. June writes, hi all. This is my entry for the Wall of Fame made with the kit I bought recently from you, of course. I still have gems left over, but they're so pretty. I'm keeping them for a future special piece. I recently made a tree of life from amethyst chips for a very dear friend's anniversary. I made it using a necklace-sized memory wire, and it's now hanging in her window looking beautiful. How gorgeous. Keep up the brilliant work and inspiration. Best regards to all, also including the lovely Carol. We miss her singer. We miss her too. She bought that luscious Chubby Chops baby in the other day.
I know.
And I kissed her.
I know, I saw lots of lipstick.
Lovely, isn't she?
She's
Perfect.
gorgeous. Gorgeous.
She's gorgeous.
Just how all babies should be. Lovely
Yeah,
and
they
chubby
are.
and content. She's gorgeous. This one is at 347.
colours.
I know.
Ooh, they're
Pop.
gorgeous.
And this is from Mark Hargreaves.
Hello, Mark. It's lovely to have a chap on board, isn't it?
Definitely. We need more male jewellery makers.
We do.
We do. I'm getting Vincent in lined up. He's there. He's already.
He's there. When he hits 16, he's on air.
He's on. That's it. He's coming on soon. He can't wait. Here's my entry for this week's Wall of Fame, made with a couple of herringbone weave bracelets using beads from my stash and 1 mil, 0.8 and 0.6 silver wire. My wife and I are now addicts watching your show every day. Only I wish they could afford to buy even more beautiful gems. And that's from Mark
Marky.
Hargreaves. Well, good luck to everybody, and hoping you might win the Wall of Fame.
And hello to Mrs. Hargreaves as well, who's probably watching and might have helped Mr. Hargreaves. Now, just look at this, Sarah. Isn't it just gorgeous?
It
Is this Kumahimo or is it Lazy Daisy?
It could be Viking, Lazy Daisy Viking weave.
I think that is
Yeah.
just amazing.
I'm not sure.
Look at that. There's a real mix of inspiration here, and I think it's beautiful.
And all the tones of the wires
Gosh.
work together beautifully because there's
The
a bit of
little
antique
beads as well.
Yeah, I know. It just looks so natural and organic and beautiful. It just all works so well together.
Michelle Dixon from Chester, you're very, very, very talented indeed. Look at this. Michelle writes, "This is my entry for the Wall of Fame. It's made as a gift exchange. What's a gift exchange? And it's going to someone in Portland, Oregon, USA. What's a gift exchange?
A gift
I've gone all high pitch.
exchange
Sorry, I got a
is
bit excited.
you agree with somebody else that you'll send them a gift, and it's normally a crafting thing. So it'll either be, you know, you might arrange to do this with somebody who maybe crochets or knits or is into paper craft or something like that, and you arrange to send them a gift. And
How
it's a complete
lovely.
surprise. It's a lovely thing to do.
Is there a website or something you go on?
I'm not sure, but I'm sure if you search gift
Search it.
exchange, you'll be able to find it.
Search it.
Yeah.
It features a Jewellery Maker purple, copper, chartreuse and antique bronze wire. The purple has been used in a Viking weave chain. The gemstones featured a red coral, amethyst, agate and chalcedony. Some from my stash, which are all JMs. I'm hoping the lady will like the necklace and that it will be a nice surprise. Could we have some bundles which are 0.6 and 0.5? Well, I can confirm there was excitement on Monday that there are indeed more wires coming into stock soon. Please, as the lower gauges are always bundled with either one. We'll sort that out for you, don't worry. Love the new formats of the shows, but I don't think my bank manager does. Oh, Michelle, it's all worth it though. You could spend your money on things that are far worse. Number 344 is your number, and let us know about that gift exchange. It's lovely. Pop it on the Facebook page for us. Now, talk to me again, Kim. I was too absorbed. Kumahimo demo coming up for you. After Kumahimo Dama, Kumahimo coming up for you after I've picked up all those gemstones. After all, I'll be right back.
Join us on Jewellery Maker as we count down the days until Christmas. Stay tuned to see perfect Christmas gifts for all your friends and family at prices you won't believe. And what's more, anything you buy can be refunded or exchanged until the 31st of January. So for hassle-free shopping and great value, it has to be Jewellery Maker.
There are 2 easy ways to purchase from Jewellery Maker. You can watch our show on Sky, Virgin, Freeview or FreeSat and call our free phone number where you'll be put through to our friendly help team who can place your order. Alternatively, you can go to our website and click the sign up button. Once you have filled in the required details, you can start shopping. You can watch the show by clicking the On Air Now button on the front page. You can also use our quick search tool and narrow down your results. Once you have found an item that you like, you simply click on the Buy Now button and the item will be added to your basket. Don't forget that you can add as many items to your basket per day for only 1 P&P. Enjoy shopping with Jewellery Maker. We all know you need the right tools for the job, so here at Jewellery Maker we have designed a kit to make sure you have all the essentials to join in with the fun. With round nose, flat nose and wire cutter pliers, as well as a reamer, tweezers and a bead scoop, you've got everything you need in one place for just $9.95. We provide the tools, you provide the skills.
Buying jewellery online from us has just become even easier with our new streamlined checkout service. We've made some little changes to make our website more accessible for all of the different ways you shop online, and now it's even easier using a mobile phone or tablet. Once you have added your items to your shopping basket, you can decide to check out now or save for later. Saving an item for later means you can easily find them in your own time, but don't forget to check back soon, as all our items are selling fast. One of just a few changes that will make buying jewellery from us even easier.
Tune into Jewellery Maker for our Miss It, Miss Out show, every day between 5 and 9 PM on Freeview Channel 50. Don't miss it or you'll miss out.
playing with sari silk. I just made myself a little sari silk bow. I love that stuff. Now, it's all about Kumihimo right now. Before we get to the demo, I'm going to recap the Christmas Kumihimo bundle, which is your mini Kumihimo disc in stock. It's very low in stock now, so please hurry if you want it. We don't want anyone to be left disappointed. And I know so many people would have gone to work and come and, oh, I missed it. So if you know anybody that's been waiting for this, grab it for them, because you do get that extra money back guarantee until the 31st of January next year. And Sarah, you've got quite a number of these, haven't you?
I have. I mean, I love the mini disc because it's the one that I would, if I'm part way through a piece like this, I would literally just wrap over my satins like that, and it goes in my coat pocket. Literally like that.
Oh, I bet it does. You take it up the school run.
I take mine on the school run. Honestly, people have seen me at school with these. They're great if you're on holiday. These are things you can set up and you can take it on the plane. There's no sharp bits. You can set up lots of discs, have lots of pre-cut lengths of thread in your bag ready to go, and all you need to do is literally tie a knot in the end. You can braid all the way to Australia if you want, if on one of those really long flights, and have loads of braids at the end of it. And it's also, these small discs are great for children because they perfect for a smaller hand.
That's a really good point, actually, especially as we know we're going to have the kids over Christmas holidays. It would be a great, if you're helping Santa out with the stocking fillers, then this is a great one to pop in there, isn't it?
I know lots of people have got these already for stocking fillers because they are great, just great for children. They're great for hand-eye coordination, they're great for concentration, and they're a really nice thing for children to do. And my son does this, and he's been doing Kumihimo now for 2 years near enough, a year and a half, and he can do the basic braid, he can do the square disc, basic braids, and he just literally took me 2 seconds to explain how to do it, and he was off. And I would imagine children from 5, 6 years old would be able to pick this up quite easily.
And you're right, and even the most active of children who don't sit. Now my son is football bananas. Every minute he gets is outside and he's on his foot and he's playing football. And I don't like him on that video gamey thing. But he has got one and he does sneak. And now, if I can sit down and I can do things like this with the Max, and I've got to say, once he's got it, he gets really into it. He's into doing like being a pen pal at the moment, things like that. And you feel like a good parent when you do. I know it sounds so silly. When they're doing something crafty, because it's so much better for them, isn't it? I think everything in balance and all of that. But I'm talking from personal. I just feel feel good when I see the kids doing crafty things because it's nice and they're quiet and they're calm, which doesn't happen often in my house, calmness. So it is lovely to introduce that. Now, you've got these lovely colours. And of course, it's not about that. It's not just for the kids, it's for us as well.
Yes, definitely.
But it is a wonderful gift. So for the second time today, I'm going to give you the details of your Kumihimo disc. I do love the code for this, Bug C, 31, BUG C31. You get the 3 cords and the disc, all for just £6.95. You're going to get ever such a lot of joy out of this, and it was always good because you can have lots of projects on the go. If you've already got this, it's never a bad idea to get lots of them in your stash. And of course, in all the usual ways, you can come and grab this on the phone lines. It's a free phone number if you're dialing from a UK landline, 0800 644 655, or you can get involved in a webby way as well. It's all the w's.jewellerymaker.com. Now, all of this just for £6.95. I'm going to give you some more. We're going to give you another demonstration and I'm going to give you some more gemstones. I did just find in Sarah's box of tricks a beaded Kumihimo piece, and this is my favourite. I absolutely love it. And Kim's just gone, that's ice, isn't it? That's my favourite word at the moment, ace. It's cool, isn't it? Isn't that gorgeous? I just think, wow. I think these are brilliant.
The thing with Kumihimo is each time you set your disc up and you change the pattern that you set your disc up in, and you add gemstones onto different numbers of strands, and you have different gaps between them, all of these things affect the way the braid comes out. So the creativity and the options to be able to create lots of different styles is huge. It's absolutely massive. From one tool and a little bit of satin thread, you can make so many different connotations, and that's what I love about it.
And with that in mind, Sarah, let's get cracking. Let's see exactly what you do.
Okay, so I've got mine set up from a previous demonstration. So if you imagine, if you've got the Christmas colours, this might be red and green, or red and silver, or green and silver, or whichever way you want to do it. And you can have 3 different colours, 4 different colours, however you want to do it. Okay,
but for now we're going to mix the 2 and keep it simple.
Keep it simple. So this setup of your disc will give you this braid.
I love the way it comes out of that bottom piece, because you almost think, well, where's it going to go? And it just comes down the bottom of the piece. Just like if you've ever had a little crochet bobbin.
Yes. It's just like the French knitting, it comes straight out the bottom of your design. And what you do is you take your length of cord, and I've just tied mine together at the bottom just to start off with. So this was 4 lengths, and I've doubled them over and tied them with a spare piece of satin. And then you set your disc up. And you normally, when you start your disc, you have your cords either side of the dots. But just this, because I've been braiding this one, it's moved around the disc and it will naturally travel around your disc.
So you're starting on the dots.
Normally you would set your disc up on the dots.
Right.
Either side. One cord, either side of the dots, north, south, east and west. And
Never eat shredded wheat.
That's the one.
That's how I remember
or
that
naughty
one.
elephant squirt water.
Yeah.
And so however you set these cords up will give you your pattern. So having 2 next to each other on the north and south like this will give you the thick stripes pattern. And how we braid with the Kumihimo disc is it's always the same. We take the top right hand thread and take it across our disc to the bottom right hand. So to the right of the one to the bottom, and then we take the one at the bottom on the left hand side and we take it to the top on the left hand side.
Okay.
And then what we're going to do is turn our disc, and I always turn mine anti-clockwise.
Okay.
If you turn it clockwise, that's fine, but just keep going that direction. So whichever way you start, you must keep going.
Okay.
And then I'm going to, now I've alternated onto my black cords, I'm going to go top, right, bottom right, and bottom left to top left, and turn again. And that's literally, you're just going to keep going like that, over the top, and this is what forms your braid. And as you can see, you can get going quite quickly once you get going.
It's in the, you're in the motion now.
You are. And this little disc's great because it's really easy to pop it in your hand. But there's no difference between this small disc and the big disc other than the fact that the size of the plateau that you're working across.
Plateau. I like that.
That's a posh word, isn't it?
It is rather.
Posh. Okay. Now, the secret to Kumihimo is to keep your tension. So what you may want to do if when you're starting is you may want to hang a weight on the bottom of your braid. That just helps to keep it coming through your disc. So
you can hold on to it, and actually it's easier when you're doing this at home, in front of the TV with it on your lap, because you can. But I've tied my bunch of keys to the bottom of mine.
Anything with a good amount of weight. So if you've got a black organza bag, you can put a load of gemstones in a
You've
black organza
done that before,
bag.
haven't you? Yes, that's a good idea.
And I find hematite's great because it's got a good weight to it.
I've only done this once before, but I did find it easy, and I did find it really enjoyable, and it is like riding a bike. Once you get going, you don't actually really have to think about it, and you can watch the television at the same time.
Yeah, I do most of mine sitting in front of the TV. It's definitely the easiest way of doing it. If you need to put your disc down for any reason, you can see I've moved my top cord to the bottom on the right, and now I've got 3 cords at the bottom of my disc. If I put this down, I will automatically know when I pick up that I need to put my 3 to the bottom of my disc, and I only have the one on the left-hand side to move up there.
It just gets you started again, doesn't it?
So if you ever have to stop, you can just put it down like that and you're ready to go again. So this is how I would put mine in transit. I would leave it like that, wrap my cords around it, pop it in my pocket, and I can pick up straight away. And even if you've only got a couple of seconds, you can get this out, do a few turns, and then put it back in your pocket again.
Now, really, really busy on the phone lines for the Kumihimo disc. It's just $6.95. And before we go back to Sarah, I'm just going to give you some more bundles with some wonderful, we've now got limited. You've got to be quick. So I'm going to go to the red one first. I knew it. Every time we bring the Kumihimo disc, it sells out. Yes. Now, I'm going to give you the cubes. The cubes are absolutely fantastic. Again, for doing, like I was talking about Sarah Green. Sarah Green with cubes the other week did a wonderful ladder stitch, freehand stitch. It's great to do that. It is also wonderful just for the regular ladder weave. Perfect for adding into gemstones to your Kumihimo. If we have a look at the same gemstone but with a different shape, Sarah has incorporated gemstones into quite a few of her pieces, which I'm going to show you. Some larger gemstones, bulking the bracelets out and giving us a lovely little flash of colour, and also some larger pendants and actually hanging gemstones from your pieces as well. There are so many variants when it comes to Kumihimo. I'm going to give you the wonderful cord, and you've got 2 red satin cords. Those are 1 mil thickness and they're 10 meters each. So you've got 20 meters in total. Your carnelian cubes are 6 mil. Your ogles, your ovals, what are ogles? Your ovals are 14 by 10. You get 2 strands of the cubes, and it's called ravishing reds. I love the word ravishing. You're ravishing, Chloe Jones. 800 644 655. She's ravishing. We don't use that word enough, do we? You should be paying just a couple of pennies shy of £18 for this wonderful bundle. But today, we're going to give you a very good deal indeed at just £12. By buying this as a bundle, not only are you enjoying the benefit of our extended money back guarantee from today's date to the 31st of January 2014, you are going to enjoy that extended money back guarantee. So for me, the best time ever to shop with, always a good time, but now the best time ever to shop with us here at Jewellery Maker, with the cord, with the 3 strands of gemstones, a definite Kumihimo-licious deal. Very low in stock now, we're really busy. Don't forget to add the Kumihimo disc to your order if you want to make something gorgeous. XBGC19 is your item code. Well done. I'm going to give you another bundle now. We will get back to Sarah momentarily. So you get, oh, what a lovely colour. Now this is waxed cord, Sarah, as opposed to the satin cord. What's the difference between using waxed cord and satin cord?
It just is a different feel. I mean, it doesn't affect the way you do the Kumihimo. It doesn't affect the way it will come out of the disc, or even the length it will, will be eaten by the braid. It doesn't affect any of that. It just gives you that different feel, that different look. So like when we've used ribbon to hemp or to satin, each one is a different look. That's all there is really different with it. And don't be afraid to mix, ribbon with wax cord or your satins. You can mix them all together.
I love this colour too.
It is.
It can be feminine or masculine. Now you're also getting, look at these. You're getting the top drilled gemstones. Now if you want to create something like Sarah's done but in a different colour variant with some lovely drops coming down from your Kumihimo, you could perhaps do that with these drops. Now have a look at these colours. Have you ever eaten a rosy apple sweetie from the, like from the 80s? Don't these remind you of those? They're delicious looking. Absolutely, but you've got mauves in there as well, some stunning colours. I love this. I think this is Jasper's version of Mookite, with all these wonderful colours. And then you've got these twisted squares as well. I really do enjoy this bundle a lot because it's very nature inspired. I can see the likes of Debbie Bulford wearing these wonderful colours. This would look gorgeous if you've got auburn hair, wouldn't it?
It would. I mean, these colours just blend themselves beautifully with that the wax cord.
They do.
And I just think, that cord with the those gemstones underneath will just look amazing. It just really will lift it, just give it that nature inspired, that really just a warm glow almost. I love that. I agree.
Well, I do too. It reminds me of those mossy tones and streams and playing quick sticks, or poo sticks as some people call it.
Yes.
UVG C50 is your item code. Now you have got the cord here as well, 20 metres in total because they are 10 metre each. Now you've got the fancy agate twisted rectangles at 22 by 16, 190 carats in the T-shaped beads that are 20 by, which ones are we calling the T-shaped beads? Do you think they're the drops? It must be the drops. I'm going to call those drops. I don't think they're T-shapes. I think that was probably something that I'd said. And all of this for just £9.95. What are you talking about? Are you serious? Sorry. Got a little bit like, but the strands alone are what, towards 15 quid, aren't they, Kim? Oh my gosh. And the 2 cord, what a great price, like £9.95. Goodness me, Kim likes to shock me. She says this is what happens when you start going off on a waffle. UVG C50, the changing of the seasons. I do love the changing of the seasons.
I know, it's beautiful at this time of year.
Although there are a ridiculous amount of leaves on my grass at the moment.
Yes, I know. It's just spend your life clearing them up, don't you?
Oh, I was slipping over them. I found a lovely man who was just as bonkers as me to clear them up yesterday.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, he's
Send
a
him
lovely
my way.
man. Yes, absolutely. It was lovely. Now, oh my gosh, I love these colours. Look at these wonderful colours. Can I just move these out of the way there? There we go. Do, 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 do. Now, here we go. Oh gosh, there's so much everywhere.
I know.
Oh, this is lovely because you get all the different colour variants of the wax cord. And I'm getting the orange as well, am I? Crikey. Okay, we got a big stock of this one. Are you going to do something cheeky? Because I feel a bit on edge, like waiting. It's like when you're stood by the edge of a swimming pool and you think one of your children are going to push you in. That's how I feel right now when you're just testing the water. So you've got the black, the green, the lovely aubergine and that bright orange. And you get, I don't know why so you've got the bright orange there. But look at these, they're 10 metres each, so you've got 40 metres in total. Look at these. Do you know why these are great, Sarah? And I don't know whether you feel the same. Do you ever get it when you're just sort of think, yesterday I was great with colour, today I don't know what's happened to me.
Sometimes you just get that block, don't you? You just don't know what to put with what. And this is just a really great way of doing things. I love to block out the colours and change them so that they're colour toned together. So I might take, you know, all the reds off the strand and then take all the greens off there and really go for that sort of apple tone, you know, with the reds and the greens together. Or I might, you know, take all the blues and use, you know, some of the purple tones as well with the blues.
I just love that you've got that whole entire mix. You've got stripes in there, you've got solidarity of colour to pick from, you've got some really autumnal tones, you've got some summery tones as well. And don't forget your cord is in there too. DZGC09 is your item code. You should be paying £17 for this. But you're not today, we're going to give you... What is it going to be, Kim? I love it. I love it.
But just think, even if you were just to take those and do Kumihimo with them, and then what can you make with all of those beads as well? How many pieces of jewellery are you going to make?
Oh my gosh, stacks. This has got to be Sarah Profit Maker, surely, for anybody out there. And it doesn't have to be Kumihimo, because so many other things we can do with all of these. We haven't even thought about macrame. We haven't even thought about friendship bracelets, wish bracelets, just beaded stretchies. What a wonderful, wonderful £8.95.
I know.
Change from a tenner is fabulous.
You don't get change from a tenner when you go to the coffee shop these days and you get a couple of coffees, you don't get change from a tenner.
I feel so guilty when I go and have now, because I just think...
It's become a treat. It's not
Sarah,
not an everyday.
Isn't it a waste?
I know.
Isn't it? Because we never used to do that, did we?
I know. And this is something that's going to be there. You're going to make the jewellery, you're going to get the enjoyment from it.
Yes.
But it's going to be there for ages.
It's a lovely
ages
gift.
And ages. And I love these multicoloured strands.
Me too.
I find that I then start looking at colours in a different way. I start putting different tones together. So you might not think, oh, I can put purple and red together, but you can, because it's there. It's in nature. Yeah. It's there, ready to go. And you might think, you know what? I'm going to actually put a pop of lemon with. I'm just having a look. I'm just thinking you can put the lemon and the purple together. You can put that really beautiful tealy green with the really zesty limes, and it just all works so well together.
It absolutely, absolutely does. DZGC09. Right, we're very, very, very busy on the phone lines. Please don't forget, if you bought the Kumihimo disc, if you've got any of these bundles, one P&P is yours all day. So if you see something that's fabulous value, always great to grab it and know that any further P&P is on us. We'll get it for you, so don't worry about it. Just £2.95, no matter how heavy your basket is. There aren't many companies that actually offer that. I'm going to go and give you another gorgeous kit, and we're going to catch up with Sarah momentarily in just a second. So you're not going to get much time for your challenge today. You're boiling hot and I'm freezing cold. Does that make you go, oh?
No,
I always do it to Debbie Barfoot because I'm so cold all the time.
It's not bad. Actually, it's quite nice on my back.
I'm always
really
blue.
warm.
Are you? There you go.
Oh, thank
you can always rely on me to be icicle. Now, come on. I don't think I've got much of a pulse, to be honest. Now, I'm going to give you a brand new strand brought down to us with that gorgeous golden topaz. I'm going to give you the most beautiful chalcedony. Oh, thank the Lord that somebody's done my matrix box for me. Thank you so much. I'll be careful. I will. Now, these chalcedonies, so just say you've got your gemstone, haven't been drilled like that. They've been drilled like this. I love it, because look what happens. Like this, Kim. Not like this, like this. Okay? This is me being a lapidrist. I'm not trying to do, what's it called, javelin throwing. That's not what I'm doing. Although I got the arms. Now, have a look. Look at, just seriously, I love it, because it just makes the most amazing pendant. Actually, the possibilities are endless. I always think of mermaids' tails and fish, you know, the scalies. Look how wonderful that is, all rode up. Don't you think they're fabulous? I love it. See what I mean about the through drilling? Perfect, perfect, love it. Perfect. Now, what does that mean to us? And these two have been separated at the end just to sort of accentuate the fact that you've got that through drilling. What does that mean to us into, oh, I love it like that, I love it. Can I just actually, sorry, I know I'm not completing any of my sentences at the moment because I'm very excited. When we've got this through drilling, does it give us more scope or a different scope for design? Does it allow the, I mean, I love the way that sits now, do you? Sarah, have you ever used through, I'm going to call it spear drilled.
Yes.
That's what I'm calling it. It's not a technical term or one that I ever want you to think other people will understand, but it's my term and I'm going to stay with it.
I have used these, and I did a technique where I made a pendant, and it sort of sat on top of each other. It just actually sat down. It was almost like scales.
I think I remember it. Was it in rose quartz?
I can't remember what gemstone it was in. I remember doing it, but I can't remember in what. They're great also if you put like a little, if you got the early bird with all those spacer beads in.
Oh, we loved those.
If you put one in between each gemstone, it accentuates that lift between them.
Yes,
and it gives it even more of that sort of almost a scale type
That's
feel.
what I'm thinking. I'm thinking scaly, fish scales. And
fish scale
you know, when
feel.
you see wonderful, really, pieces with movement that Natalia's done where she's put them together, are, you know, maybe chainmail armour pieces that move because things, I love it.
These are wonderful on the wrist as well, to make that really accentuate that lift and feel of those gemstones. And if you make them into bracelets, they look amazing.
It's all about texture, Sarah,
It is.
isn't it? That's what it's about with strands like this, adding texture to your pieces. And with this glorious colour, we've got to think 1920s influences. I really adore this colour because I think it's very, very pretty. If you bought the pearls earlier, I think you've got a stunning combination there. I do think it looks beautiful with rose quartz, actually. If you've got any small rose quartz, I think they would look absolutely breathtaking. You've got some small rose quartz in the matrix box, haven't you? I'm just seeing whether I've got any right here. I've only got some big rose quartz, but I would put little rounds with it, but I just want to show you with the colour. I mean, isn't it stunning? Isn't it so very Catherine Kidson? Now, other designers are available, of course. I think with silver or with gold, I think actually just like this, I just like it like this. Now, we got some beautiful, genuine pearls in chocolate coming up for you very soon in the next kit. And I think these go gloriously together. And if Sarah was right about those findings that I gave you as your early bird, what a combination. You imagine those lovely copper findings. They'd be beautiful, wouldn't they? Now, it is a brand new strand and it's already proving very, very popular on the website at the moment. Let's not tease, Kim. Already a big amount of stock has gone on the website. It's JewelleryMaker.com if you want to join those webby wonders, or you can get involved on the telephone lines. 0800 644 655 is that number to be calling. They're only £9.95. When you think about the intricacy, is this a Gems of Distinction strand? You've got those lovely tassels. There is a slight graduation. What I love about these is the rimming of the gemstones. It just seems to get deeper around the edges. The faceting is super intricate at £9.95. I think I'm wiggling all about the place, Claire. I am sorry. I'm very excited about this strand. Look at that checkerboard faceting there. The code that you need, by the way, FURU23. Be quick in checking out your baskets. I don't want anybody missing out. You've got 160 carats. And the graduations are between 13 and 16 millimetres. And we're talking about a 16 centimetre strand. And now, without further ado, I'm going to give you a sneaky peek. I'm going to be very careful. When I pick up my matrix boxes. Hey up, that's a new one. It's just been brought down. I'm a little bit spoiled, Kim. Brand new is my presenter's pick. And they do come in these fab boxes. I'm going to get them out for you later. Now, I'm going to give you also... this is the producer's pick. La, 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 la. This is Kim Horn's pick. You've got iolite, you've got tanzanite, morganite, aquamarine, labradorite. Where's the labradorite? Oh, yellow beryl, I love that. I like yellow beryl better than yellow diamonds, which is crazy, I know, but it's true. It's so true. I'm going to bring you these little beauties in just a tickle. Now, it's time for the next kit. Kim's just telling me we've only got 54 of these in stock. What? Over 1,000 carats, only 54 in stock to be utterly precise. Genuine pearls, 3 lots of suede cord, findings. It's going under how much? It's going under £20. She hasn't decided. Well, are you not going to stick to the set price that was given to you by the ox? Okay, no, she says. She's not speaking to the ox today. Okay, fine. I won't ask why. Now have a look. Don't you think these are great because you've got these big... Now these remind me of marble, so very Roman sort of feelings, and I love that. Grecian it's called, isn't it, that look? Is that what it's called? Yeah. I love the feel of these, Sarah. I'm going to chat to you about this in a minute because you've got a really long... Could I try this on just as a necklace? I've got to say, I think I would flatten them out, though. Right, they're stacked like plates. It makes you think of the Flintstones. Oh, I always wanted to be pebbles, did you? I always wanted to be pebbles. I always wanted to put my hair up with a bone. Have a look. At that. Isn't it fantastic? I am imagining my hair up with a bone, yes. I think you'll probably do that. Vicky Carr's probably got the outfit. Now, I'm going to ask her. Have a look. But it's the table on them that you get, isn't it? These make great buttons as well. They feel fab. Now, you're also getting those wonderful pearls that I gave you. This is uber chunkalicious, isn't it? If this was a chocolate bar, it'd be a double-decker. Other chocolate bars are available, such as Yorkie and big other chunky ones. Now, you've also got this beautiful green quartz, and I love that. Sarah's done some fabulous things with this kit as well. Now, I'm going to give to you, do I get 2 elastics or 1? I don't know why I've got 2 over here, you just get 1. You get all your beading materials, but look at this, because you're also getting the suedette cord too. I'm just going to move all this out the way. So you're getting the suedette cord in 2 whites and a green. You've got the 3 gemstones, is going on to £20. You get your beading material as well. You get 98 findings with this kit in antique bronze, AXG C66. You've got a metre of chain, you've got the ribbon ends with the extender cords, the head pins, the eye pins, 3 pairs of shepherd hooks. You've got the crimpy beads, the crimp bead covers, the toggle clasps, the nautical clasp, the donut flat spacers. You've got the balls, and you have got your lobster claw clasp as well. All of this for just... Oh, Kim, you're so naughty. It's great. Do you know as well, if you're brand new to jewellery making, if this is the first ever purchase that you've made for this, maybe you were channel hopping on your way to a crafty place, stop. Get crafty in a Jewellery Maker way. I think it's my favourite craft. It truly is. Look at that price tag. Would you expect to see genuine freshwater pearls at that price tag? Because I would. $16.95 is your price tag. Utterly, utterly incredible. AXG C66. I'm going on over to your place. Are you ready for me, Sarah Elvin?
I am.
Can't believe that you're getting all of that for that tiny low price tag of just £16.95. Now, did she do a bit of kumihimo? Let's have a look.
I did, but it's not kumihimo that I'll have seen before, so.
A new style of kumihimo. Let's check it out. Oh, you've done that. Yes, this is the carpet beater one that I loved.
Yes.
And you've done some plaits, and you've done some stunning things. Now this kumihimo, is this kumihimo?
It is.
Yes, it is, isn't it?
It is.
Isn't that glorious? Let me just show you there because the earrings are a little bit in the way. Yeah. You've made stacks.
I know, and I did have some left over, and I had loads of the suedette left over. So you know, I didn't want to make any pieces that didn't have the gemstones in, but I could have with the suedette made loads and loads of sort of friendship style bracelets. Require-me bracelets, you know, all of those sorts of things, but I wanted to incorporate the gemstones into all of the pieces, so that was my little brief to myself, was must have gemstones in every piece.
How fabulous. Look at that 3 row. I love that green. I absolutely love it. And I think it's kind of Christmas tree green. So if you want to make that sort of Christmas tree look with the texture, this is a perfect strand. Now, that carpet beater weave is wonderful, but we've got big and chunky and very Roman goddess, actually. Yes. I love the fact that you've got the ribbon end in here because it works really well with the suede cord. The value that we're seeing here. Now, have we seen all of this as well? Sarah's made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pieces of jewellery, and with scope to actually create so much more. At just $16.95, I will say this is probably one of the best values we've seen all day, and we've seen some incredible values in terms of what you can create. The value is phenomenal, so get yourself dialing. Remember your extended money back guarantee from now until the 31st of January next year, which is bananas. It's going to be 2014 by the time you need to send this back. I don't think you're going to. AXGC66 is your item code. Now, Sarah, you're going to give us a demonstration.
I am. I'm going to give you a demonstration, and this uses only 4 strands. So,
and you're going to use the carpet beater weave, is that right?
I'm going to create the braid, and then I'm going to quickly show you how to tie the knot at the bottom.
I've just seen, I thought, up. There's a special fastening with this. Yes. Have a look.
Just a knot and a loop.
A knot and a loop.
It's what I call the button fastening. It's just, you can tie gemstones onto the back as well. You can use to you know, if you want to tie a gemstone on there to be the button instead of a knot, you can do. And to start off with, all I've done...
I just had to smell it, sorry.
It doesn't actually
have... What's wrong with me? It doesn't smell of anything.
It doesn't smell anything, no. It's, and it's got...
It's because it looks so much like suede. I was expecting it to smell like it, but it's not going to, is it?
It has such a lovely texture, so soft.
It is.
And it's just really a dream to work with. So what I've done...
This is great, this cord for hugging gemstones with as well, isn't it?
It is.
And you can stitch it together.
You can stitch it together, you can... pierce holes within it. If you've got the awl, you can put a hole through it and then put your beading thread through it. You can glue it in circles, so you can make your own faux soutache type pieces.
Yeah. Was it you that did that?
It's me that did that.
Yeah, it was really good.
You can do so much with it, and you get such a different look to if you were using a satin cord. It's just a completely different medium. It's very forgiving. You can do more with the suede-ette, pulling and tying knots with, than you could with the suede, because of course it's a synthetic material and it has uniform strength, whereas suede is a natural material and may have some weaknesses in it because it's a natural material.
Now, if you want the Kumihimo disc, I'm going to give you the details for that in just a sec. Sarah is using a round Kumihimo disc, and that's exactly what we've got. We've got the mini one, but it will do the same job for you. Sarah's got the medium one. Okay, Sarah, without further ado, let's take it away.
Okay, so I've tied 2 pieces of my suede-ette together in a knot to create 4 strands. There's a little knot. And that's just to create the 4 strands. And for that necklace there, I've probably used about 1.5 meters on each, maybe a bit more, maybe up to 2 meters. But I had so much, I thought, crikey, use it.
Why not?
And what you do is you just need to set your disc up with 1 green and 1 white at the top, and 1 green and 1 white at the bottom.
1 green and 1 white, move over. There's
always
a song.
It's a bit like that. Okay, and this braid is slightly different to the standard Kumihimo braid, so we're not going to follow the normal steps. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the one at the top on the left-hand side. Is going to come down and it's going to cross across all of them to the right-hand side.
Is this one of the easiest braids we can do? Because it's only 4 cords.
It is one of the easier ones, but tension is all on this braid. You must get your tension correct, otherwise you'll end up with lumpy, bumpy, bobbly bits.
So good to do it when you're feeling a little bit tense then.
It is, yeah.
Excellent. It's all of us mothers, isn't it?
I know. And then I'm going to take the green one that's now in the middle, and that's going to come up and over and back into the place we just took the one from at the top, so on the left-hand side. So now I have 2 back up at the top here. And I'm going to take the white cord on the right-hand side, and it's going to come down and it's going to cross over to the far left-hand side. And I'm sorry I'm using a white thread on a whiteboard. And then I'm going to take the one in the middle again up to the top. And now you'll notice I've got a gap at the bottom. So the last stage of the braid is just to move my cords into the gaps.
Always keeping the same gaps.
Yes, so we're now back. This is that was 1 full motion, and you're now back to the beginning again. So I'll do it a little bit quicker. So it's the green on the left at the top to the bottom on the right. The middle one to the top where the green one first came from. And the one on the top at the right hand side comes far left. And then this one goes back into its place. Now, if you can see, if I just hold this to camera, can you see my braids wanting to move towards the bottom of my disc? And this is due to the tension and it will always want to move towards the bottom of the disc. And just to rectify that, you just loosen these up a little bit and pull these up a little bit, and it will always want to do that.
So don't worry, but just keep that tension. Don't let go of the tension.
The best thing to do is when you can bring the ones from the top down, do them loosely. So these ones go loose, and this one you will pull tight.
Okay.
And this one goes loosely.
So loose, tight, loose, tight, loose, tight.
So when you're pulling to the top, you're going tight, and then when you come to the bottom, you're pulling letting the tension be loose.
Oh, okay.
And that will help to keep the tension right for you.
Right.
And then that's the little braid you're going to get out the bottom, which is exactly the same as what's
so
on there.
cute.
Yeah.
And then to get this carpet beater knot, you're just knotting it in a certain way.
Yeah, I'll show you quickly how to do that. I'll just do it with a piece of suede.
Just one piece of cord. Okay,
and
great.
if you do
Thank
this with your braid when you're finished, you'll get exactly the same result. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your finished braid and you would form it into a U shape with the U facing away from you.
Okay.
What you're going to do then is you're going to, with the right hand side, you're going to take it up and form a loop, and it's going to form a loop over the left hand strand that's coming down. Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to take my left hand strand, it's going to cross that little tail on the right.
Gosh.
And then it's going to come up through this loop here.
Yeah, I'm going to have to record this.
Yeah. And then this tail is now going to come and cross under and over.
Okay. Oh, crikey.
Piece there.
Crikey. Once you've learnt this, do you never forget it?
It's quite an easy one to remember, luckily. Some of the Chinese knots are completely and utterly chaotic, and I have to write them down. I just can't remember them, but this one's a nice easy one. And then to tighten it...
Is it easier to write it down so you can follow it as you go, rather than sort of watch somebody else do it?
I find it's easier for me to actually watch, but some people like to have pictorial versions, and other people...
I lose my place if I'm following instructions.
So, you know, other people like to have it in whichever way you learn. I mean, we're all different types of learners. Now, you can see that I've got this loop here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to literally just pull down on both of the sides to tighten up that loop, and then I can pull these across, and that will just then start to pull that knot together, and you can see the shape actually starting to form. And the tighter you get this, the more sort of pronounced that sort of shape is, the sort of pretzel shape, if you like. And you would literally just keep doing that. You'd keep pulling gently on those bits and then allowing the knot to come together. And again, you just keep pulling down, and it will just then eventually form into that pretzel shaped knot. So don't panic.
Oh, pretzel, yes, it is a pretzel. I love pretzels.
I know. It's also called a Josephine knot, a sailor's knot. They're called various different things, but it is the same knot.
That's fantastic. Thank you so much. Okay. Now, and then you've got the knot at the bottom, which is just your safety loop, or your, what were you calling it?
I call it a button
loop. Yeah. And you can pretty much see how that's done just by creating a knot and then leaving the other knot free to pop your finding on. Now, $16.95, as you can imagine, we are extremely low in stock for this kit. Now, you are getting, don't forget, 3 wonderful strands of gemstones, including genuine pearls, beautiful crackled quartz. Those are 14 by 5 to 22 by 8 white magnesite graduated slabs, all the way up to 28 mil though, so they're nice and big. You've got 10 mil of your sage suede cord and 2 lots of 10 mil white cord, so 30 in total. You've got all your beading materials, and then you've got 98 wonderful findings. Everything you need to get yourself started. We're going to let Sarah at least have a tiny fragment of time on her challenge, and you and I are going to go back on over to the centre and try and find some more goodies for you. Thank you, my darling.
You're very welcome.
Now, you've seen reels of chain coming up on the show, and a lot of you have been asking when is it coming momentarily. Please do not go anywhere. We have got the matrix board coming up right now. I've got a brand new bundle for you, and it's going to be what did I do with it? There, I put it there. I'm going to give to you some really stunning strands. Okay, these are quite high end actually. Now I've got these lovely greens, and I think it's really important to have greens like this. Now think about actually making a kumihimo wreath maybe. Think about incorporating that onto the wreath. And I've got some beautiful purple wax cord. So 2 lots of satin cord, 10 meters of each, and then 10 meters of the waxed cord. Now the gemstones for me, this is one of my favourite bundles because the colour combinations are really yummy. Have a look at this Russian Amazonite. Now this is a green that I love, is it you? Because it's fresh, It feels fresh, it feels really beautiful, almost verdigris, you know. And again, if you bought the findings that I gave you as your early bird, you're going to really enjoy using these. The chips are going to add some glorious texture to your designs, really fantastic texture. And it's nice if you want to do the beaded kumihimo. But if you have Mark's Chip and Nugget DVD, I think you'll be wanting this as well, because this can be a macrame bundle as well as a kumihimo bundle. Friendship bracelets, I mean, you don't have to use all these mediums together. We're just suggesting the path for you to follow. Now have a look. Don't you just love those Wimbledon combinations? They're classic, they're beautiful, they look good, and I just think of Wimbledon when I see purple and green like this together. I think it's glorious. Then a Mystic coated citrine. Aren't these gorgeous? I love this bundle. You've got 3 incredible strands. It's called So Tropicana. Club Tropicana, drinks are free. Got to get that out there, sorry. Now your rounds are 8 mil. Your Amazonite, your Russian Amazonite, that's a double strand, and your amethyst 6x6 to 10x6 on the graduations. Don't forget you get all of the cord as well. So this is a really glorious, quite luxurious, glorious and luxurious, a little bit rhymey, a little bit rhymey. All yours for a very low price tag indeed of just. Now this, by the way, this should be over £20. £22 in fact. A £10 saving is yours. Anywhere with change under £15 is blinking fantastic, isn't it? I mean, 100, 644, 655, there's loads of you, absolutely loads of you trickling through on the phone lines right now. You're getting Webby with us today, which we love you for. It's JewelleryMaker.com if you want to join the Webby craze that's hitting our airwaves, not airwaves right now. What are they called? Cyberspace, isn't it? Cyberspace. Now you have got your extended money back guarantee for everything that you buy from us here today, all the way up until the 31st of January next year, 2014. Good grief. Now, have a look at this. It's absolutely beautiful. Have a look. I just need my black board actually, Kim, if I may. Well, I was thinking that. Kim just said to me, haven't seen Moonstone rounds in ages. I was thinking that as well. It's new. I didn't know we were having it. And I would go, okay, this is a treat. Now have a look at the, ooh. I do love a round. I do. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? It's very unexpected, actually. Well, completely unexpected for me, because these just popped in. They popped on in, and they are gorgeous, because we haven't seen rounds in Moonstone for ages. And of course, it's the classic shape of a full moon. So I get rather excited about these. I like the sound of Moonstone. I like that when you say to somebody, I bought you a bracelet, it's Moonstone. Look at that. Can you see the shiller just peeking through? Moonstone is, of course, a birth gemstone. So if you want to make birth gemstone pieces, it's the birth gemstone to go with June, as is Alexandrite and Pearl. Now, I do think there's a romance behind Moonstone. It is associated with fertility. There's a lot of myth and legend behind it. Now, if you're going to get my presenter's pick today, you're going to want to incorporate this with it as well. Now, let's talk about the shape and the size, because the round is so versatile. It's a beady bead. It's there to add in between maybe a black onyx, just to really cause some drama. It's there to put into earrings. It's there to do the ladder weave with. I mean, there's ever such a lot you can do with a round, and of course we know that rounds are great for your stitching of the ditching. Soutache, that's what, just words completely left my vocabulary. Stitching of the ditching, you knew what I meant. Now have a look at that shiller. Have a look at that. I don't know what that was, but I do apologise. Are you ready? LSGP17 is your item code. Oh, somebody's drilling, I don't know. Oh, it's always nice to have the builders. LSGP17, 160 carats of beautiful moonstone. They're 8mm rounds, the perfect stretchy, perfect beady bead, the perfect earrings. Loads for you to enjoy out of this strand. It's brand new, you've never seen it before, and it is just £9.95 for you. Of course, in the usual way, get yourself dialing 0800 644 655. Put these in your baskets if you love a round and you love a bit of moonstone. It's definitely should be going in your basket. Now I've got some bronzite for you. Bronzite, this is absolutely stunning. I think if you bought the pyrite, which I think sold out, didn't it? This is a classic combination. Isn't that gorgeous? It's just skirting it looks great, doesn't it? Look great. Have you seen faceted bronzite before? Just thinking that.
Not often done, is it? It's very unusual for it to be. Normally you get it in a plain round bronzite, or if you're very lucky you might get it in a flatter piece where you can really see, you know, all of those beautiful flecks. But to have it faceted really adds to the light and probably brings out even more of that golden sort of light from within the gemstone.
It's almost like gold leafing, Sarah, isn't it? It's like somebody's put some gilding flakes inside this.
It is, very much just exactly like that. And bronzite is one of those gemstones, it's almost, to me, it's like a tiger's eye. It's got that sort of real allure to it because it really draws your eye into the gemstone. And I always love to have bronzite where I can see all of those golden flecks. So beautiful on bracelets and brooches and hair combs and all those places where you can see that bronzite, those gold flecks coming through. I
think if you've never used it before, Sarah, you should, because it's so warm.
Definitely.
It's so beautiful. It's actually quite mesmerising. If you love gemstones like tiger's eye, you're going to really enjoy this. If you love your labradorite, you're going to really love working with this. Bronzite next to smoky quartz, bronzite next to your golden topaz is going to look incredibly beautiful. Bronzite next to, well, I'm definitely thinking if you got the pyrite earlier, I just love that. I think it's so autumnal. What about the black tourmaline you bought? Anything with a bit of sparkle in it is going to look great. On the phone lines with you, if you want this gorgeous strand, JGG P23, earrings, hair vines, tassels, Debbie Bolford style tassels. You can make beautiful flowers out of these, a huge cluster ring out of these, a bubble bracelet out of these. That top drilling allows for so many different techniques, and it really gives you scope for design. And that's what we want as a jewellery maker, isn't it? The scope, the opportunity for design. All yours, brand new today for just. Now, I've got to say that really is a striking price tag, because bronzite usually goes a higher price tag than that, doesn't it? We do expect the £12.95s, the £14.95s when we're talking about bronzite. So for £8.95, WOW is all I'm going to say. JGG P23 is your item code. Can I just remind anyone, I don't know, Kim, if we've got any of this tourmaline left, have we? A small amount left, a small amount. Okay, so if people get on the phone lines now. Now, we've been talking very much about geometric beading. This is brand new. If you've just tuned in, I've got a wonderful strand for you. If you are into your beading, if you are into, your bead looming, if you're into weaving in any way, if you're into freehand stitching, I've got a Gems of Distinction strand for you. Now, I've been researching all the different techniques lately, and I've come across peyote, and I've come across all this wonderful competitive beading that you've been doing. Now, don't forget that Sarah does do beaded kumihimo. So if you tuned in today specifically with a kumihimo head on, then you're going to love this, because it's wonderful incorporated into your kumihimo. Absolutely striking. Look at the sparkle you get from this October's Birth gemstone. Now, you get loads to the strand. Do we know how long that strand is? Yes, we do. 30 centimetres. It's right in front of you, Jenny Clean. It's very long for a Gems of Distinction strand, isn't it? Sometimes we see 16 centimetre strands, don't we? Is that right? Have a look. Look. Gemstone sandwich. Any kind of sandwich is good. A gemstone sandwich is particularly good, because It doesn't make you pile on the calories. Now, I do always say this though, Sarah, we give you prices here, and we must remember that I'm talking to you about genuine gemstones. And Sarah and I have touched on the fact today that actually it's very hard to get hold of seedy beads.
It is.
So hard to get hold of genuine gemstone seedy beads, Sarah. Talk to us a little bit about that.
They're just incredibly difficult to get hold of. And I think it's just because they have more work in them to be able to make them, that if you're going to be supplying gemstones, you go for the easy ones, the ones that are easy to get hold of, the ones that are going to create, you know, that bigger margin and more money for the supplier. And when you see this quality coming through, and the prices that Jewellery Maker are doing it, and all that work, because the work that goes into that strand is phenomenal. If you think a gemstone may have so many processes to go through, and if it's a 10 mil gemstone, you might have 30 on the strand. How many have we got on that strand? And
I'm not even going to go there, right?
And each one's got the same
So
processes.
many.
Yeah, each one's got the same processes applied to it, but in miniature, which means it's even harder, which I just think, I'm always flabbergasted. And I know people think, oh, a smaller gemstone should be less money. When it's got facets and it's the workmanship and the quality of the gemstone, you look at it, it's harder to do, it's much, much harder to do, and it takes much more skill to be able to do it as well.
But still nice and easy to work with. And
Definitely.
these are mirror graduated, so you've got some really uber teeny weenies. 2 by 1 mil. Really teeny weeny ones right towards the start and the finish of the gemstone strands. DSVX56 for this Gems of Distinction strand is your item code. I hope you're lucky with this one because they're only £5.95. Think about the craftsmanship. Think about the fact that you've got those seedy beads opportunities. You've got absolutely stacks on the one strand. It is glorious to have your company here today. But as you've probably noticed, time is flying. It's midday almost already. I mean, isn't it absolutely bananas? And you know that it's time now to go and check out your fabulous designs. Once again, for our favourite part of the show, it's the Wall of Fame. Welcome back to Jewellery Maker. Wow, is all I can say. I've got a gorgeous icicle of clear quartz. This is absolutely beautiful. Number 343 is from Joe Miller in Coventry. And Joe writes, hi everyone, here's this week's entry for the Wall of Fame. It's a snowflake made with clear quartz rounds and bicones of monofilament. I love it. I think this is absolutely fabulous. Isn't it gorgeous? Hope you like it and good luck to everyone. Best wishes. Beth wishes for wishes from Joe Miller in Coventry. Thank you, darling.
Oh, I've got a bevy of beauties here.
Isn't that lovely?
This is 342. And this is from Barbara in Farnborough.
Barbara in Farnborough, that rhymes, that knows.
She says, hi all at Jewellery Maker, this is my entry for this week's Wall of Fame. Lapis lazuli, hematite, antique bronze wire, jasper and agate, all from Jewellery Maker. Wasn't sure about the jasper when it arrived, and she took a while to decide what to do with them, but she's really pleased on how it turned out. Sometimes you sit looking at gemstones for ages before you decide what you're going to do with them. And she says, I hope you really like it, and everybody is well, and that's from Barbara in Farnborough.
Oh, Babs.
It's beautiful, and I sit for ages looking at particular gemstones, trying to work out what I want to do with them.
They're beautiful. Look at this. We were talking about the Tree of Life earlier, weren't we?
We were.
And look at that. Lazy Daisy work is outstanding.
Beautiful.
Very advanced, actually. Number 340 is from Manda in Shaftesbury. Shaftesbury sounds very posh.
It is.
Where is it? Do you know?
It's,
Where's Shaftesbury?
It's not far from here, is it?
I don't know, darling. I feel like I should be talking like this, though. Hi, all at JM. This is my first entry to the Wall of Fame for some time as playful foster kittens.
Oh.
But do they stay foster kittens? Because once you're in love, that's the end of it.
I think sometimes when people are foster mums for kittens, they do
They have to rehome them.
Yeah, because otherwise you can't have any more. You know, you'd have a hands full, wouldn't you?
Yeah, it's quite nice to have babies.
Yeah.
And making jewellery becomes very interesting when everything is a toy. Oh, how cute. I made these for my sister and her daughter. Oh, how lovely. They won't be spending Christmas together this year, and I thought it would be nice for my niece to have the same necklace as Mummy. Oh gosh, don't, because that's making me feel heartbroken. They are made with amethyst and citrine chips, which are their birthstones, and brown ribbon, wire and chain. What a lovely auntie and sister to do that, Manda. How wonderful of you.
Isn't it beautiful?
It is gorgeous. Well done. Manda, how lovely. And how so this is what I mean. Jewellery is so sentimental, isn't it?
It is. Jewellery can bring out so many emotions and be so beautiful and actually bring people together as well, which is beautiful. This is 341 and this is from Louisa. And she says, this is my Wall of Fame entry after a gap of 5 weeks. She said she wants to say a very special thank you to the behind the scenes folk at Jewellery Maker who resolved an issue for her this week. And she wants to say that these earrings are a gift for somebody on Facebook, so I can't name names. The dangly earrings with white Baroque pearls and Keshi pearls, both from a Jewellery Maker bundle with wire-wrapped aquamarine faceted drops. She says she hopes they like them, and that's from Louisa.
How lovely.
Yes, lovely.
I love the name Louisa. It's very pretty.
They are beautiful.
Someone has got to have had Laura Binding's Cuff and Bangle DVD. This is stunning, and if you haven't got Laura Binding's DVD, look what you can achieve. It's amazing. And this is from Eleanor in Dartmoor. Isn't Dartmoor a lovely place? And Eleanor says, hello everyone, this is my entry for this week's Wall of Fame. Having watched Laura's DVD, I knew it. I made this bangle for a friend's birthday. Oh my gosh, this is what I mean, making stuff for your best friend. Fantastic. All the gems are from Jewellery Maker, mostly fluorite and amethyst, but with a few others to fill up the spaces. Whatever I had in the scoop from the studio shop. Love the shows, but spent far too much. Oh, Eleanor. Best wishes to all in front and behind the cameras. That's you, Mikey, as well. Isn't this stunning? I think you're wonderful, Eleanor. That is, and isn't that DVD? If you haven't got it, you've got to get it. It's gorgeous. Have you got the DVD?
I haven't, but
you've got to get it.
She's such a fabulous teacher that it's going to be amazing. I'm sure of it. I just haven't managed to get my hands on it just yet.
And the same can be said about these matrix boxes. They're fab, aren't they? Brand new concept to us here at Jewellery Maker is a matrix box, and I don't know what matrix means really, apart from when we're talking about turquoise, but because I'm not very clever. But this is something to do with the meeting point, isn't it? These are fabulous. They come in the little boxes, and you get absolutely stacks, and they're coming up for you after the break. Now I'm just hearing in my ear that Vicky Carr has got a little black dress. Oh, Lucy and Linda having a little black dress show. Oh, and it's Vicky Carr's Jewellery Maker. Sorry, got that confused. Vicky Carr's Jewellery Maker Awards. You can vote for those on Facebook right now. It's about best technique, and we've got tomorrow the little black dress. When is it? Next week. Aren't I terrible? Aren't I terrible? Next week on Tuesday, the little black dress show. We're going to give you the information on that because you can't rely on me for anything but gossip.
Once upon a time, Lucy and Linda were feeling glum. They decided they needed to cheer each other up. They tried a cup of tea, but that didn't work. They tried chocolate, but that didn't work either. So they tried wine, and that did work. Temporarily, of course. But then they ran out. They decided that dressing up and feeling special would do just the trick. They felt like supermodels. Check you two out. But wait, you don't have any jewellery on. And we all know that a special piece of jewellery makes an outfit. So tune into Jewellery Maker on Tuesday the 3rd of December, where we'll be designing jewellery that will go with that little black dress. The LBD show, only on Jewellery Maker. Oh girls, what a mess. Get your Christmas shopping done this weekend by tuning into the Miss It Miss Out show for some fantastic offers, crazy deals and low prices. Get all wrapped up in the Miss It Miss Out show, only on Jewellery Maker.
I'm sorry, but that is the best VT I've ever seen in my life. And don't think that was just for photographic purposes. They were there with that wine, I know it. Now, I'm going to give to you a matrix box. This one is Kim's pick. The next one is oh my gosh, they're all gorgeous. Can I get the gemstones out or not? I can. Where's my tweezers? There they are. Now, the matrix boxes give us the opportunity not only to get now, the matrix box gives us the opportunity not only to get the little box gemstones, but also to get them in lots of different variants, and you get loads. Now, every single one boasts fabulous quality. You've got iolite. Now, look at the tanzanite. Now, I did spill this earlier, as you know, so some of the tanzanites are missing. Now, have a look. Yeah, absolutely stacks. You've got tanzanite in there. Now, these are all gradient sizes. They're all different sizes in the box. They're not all uniform. You have got morganite. Look at this morganite. Is this morganite? Oh, no. Look at that. Oh, my gosh, it's beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Then I'm going to give to you yellow beryl, which I just adore. Isn't that super? Then you've got, look, is this aquamarine? The quality is insanely beautiful. Look at the quality of the aquamarine. Then I'm going to give you labradorite. Oh my gosh, have you seen this labradorite, Kim? It's amazing. I'm going to see if I can show you the labradorescence. Oh gosh, it's really hard when they're so tiny. Let me give you the labradorite, which does have the most incredible labradorescence, but I'm trying to show you. Can you see it there? Can you see that? Woohoo! Then I'm going to give you apatite. Wah! That was such a mum noise. Wah! Apatite. I'm going to give to you, what's the deep blue one? Isn't that lovely? Is that iolite? No, it's kyanite. Have I got kyanite? That's kyanite. Yeah, it is kyanite. A kyanite, believe it. And you've got iolite there as well. Oh my gosh, I love this. That's tanzanite, isn't it? Look at this morganite. Look at the size of it, Kim. Right, we don't have absolutely stacks of these. We've got limited quantity. And it does come, oh yes, they are all drill holed. Now, I'm thinking about prong setting these. I'm thinking about rosary linking them. I'm thinking about putting them with a delicate chain. I'm thinking about making them charms. Do you know what? The scope for design goes on and on and on, doesn't it? And Sarah, these are a new concept with us here at Jewellery Maker. Aren't they glorious?
They are. They're just really beautiful for people who want to get their hands on these really high-end gemstones, but necessarily don't want to buy a full strand. You may just want to sort of see which ones are your favourites, dabble in whichever ones you fancy, and then see which ones you love. But I just think it's great to have this combination together, to have all the different types of cuts, different facets, different shapes and different gemstones, because they really spark your creativity, and I love that. I love something to push me into a different direction, to make me think about my jewellery in a different way, and these matrix boxes do that.
They do, don't they?
They do.
And I love that they come with this, so you can put your little findings in there after you've finished. When you strand these up, you get absolutely stacked. You're always going to get the same carat weight, 150 carats of the Matrix collection here for you. Get yourself on the phone lines. DBGK18 is your item code. You've got all this for one crazy low price tag of just... woohoo! $24.95. You think about the fact you've got tanzanite in there. You think about the fact that you've got morganite in there. These are two very high-end gemstones. You can make, now these are for you if you're making high-end pieces. These are for you if you're a bit of a gemstone connoisseur. Or if you've just started jewellery making and you want to keep it simple, keep it simple. But these are for you if you're really, really getting into your beading. If you do feel like, you know, You want to be giving your customers those high-end, more expensive pieces. You want to be creating outstandingly beautiful jewellery that is going to perhaps be an heirloom. To have that morganite is to have something, for me, it's a precious collection. Absolutely beautiful. Of course, they're not precious gemstones, but they are. Well, they are actually. Tanzanite's a precious gemstone. Look at that. I mean, I would prong set it into a ring. I really would. I think this is just such a stunning collection. £24.95. This is a limited edition. You do have the tanzanite, you do have the iolite, you do have the labradorite, you do have that beautiful yellow beryl. Now this has been Kim's pick. I'm going to give you mine. I'm going to scoop these up. Now, Mike, I can't get, I'm afraid, because of my nails. Let's try it with the tweezers. Oh, I'll scoop it up.
All right. I'll assist.
It's like that game. Can't pick it up, Mike. Sorry, Mike.
I probably won't be able to now.
It's impossible.
It's embarrassing, yeah.
Up.
You know what?
Up. Oh, there, yes, woohoo! We did it, Mike.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. How many members of staff does it take to pick up a lid? It's like how many people can change a light bulb, isn't it? No. Oh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh no, look, these are amazing. Do you know why? They're domed on one half. This is perfect. These are like little cat's eyes, look. They're domed on one side. I'm not sure if you can see this because they're really delicate and I want to get them with the tweezers, but I know what will happen. Okay, so domed on one side. I'll try it. If I had chopsticks, I could do it. Okay, there you go. Right, now I'm going to turn this over and you're going to see. Oh, crikey O'Reilly. I'm not going to be able to pick that one. Oh, I can. And then on the other side, they're flat. Oh, wow. Look at the quality of this moonstone. Oh, isn't it gorgeous? So flat. So these are cabochons. No, they're not drill holed. These are all cabochons. Oh my gosh, Kim, have you seen these? They're amazing. This would be good for soutache, this one, if you're competitive. Oh my gosh, look at the... Look at the labradorite. Oh, this is yummy. This is so yummy. Look at that rose quartz, beautiful. You could set them into your silver clay. You could set them into your loads of different mediums. Look at the... Oh, I love this. Oh, I love this so much. Look at these. I'm glad I picked these this morning. I picked these this morning and I hadn't got them out. And now I realise that they've got that flat bottom. Oh gosh, look at the gloss. Is that black onyx? Yes, it is. Yeah, I'm sure I did read that this morning, but I'm just checking. Black onyx. Rainbow moonstone, you get 2 of each. And oh my gosh, teardrops. Oh, I see. You've got teardrops and you've got marquise. You see how they're all mixed up on the Lazy Susan? Actually, do you know what? They're different. You get marquise. Look, I'm going to show you the difference. One box is the same gemstone in marquise, so there's a marquise. Now the next side is a teardrop. Do you see? Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. So you get marquise of each, teardrops of each. A stunning, stunning box. Sarah, just talk to me about where this would work so well in your designs. They're not drill holed.
They're not drill holed. I think, you know, you could do so much with them. I think you can probably wire wrap them with little prong settings. You can put them into, was it Janet that yesterday was doing some polymer clay set designs where she'd actually put the gemstones into the polymer clay and glued them into the polymer clay after it had been baked.
That wasn't yesterday, it was the day before, yeah.
Yeah, I think that would be a really lovely way to be able to use them. Also, if you wanted to then set them into something like your silver clay, you can use some prong settings, or use the bale wire that Natalia brought, that you could actually set those in after you've actually put your silver clay in and baked it. So many different ways you could use those.
I just think these are absolutely strikingly beautiful. I can't get over how gorgeous these are. In fact, they have got that flat bottom, remember, so they're great for soutache, great for setting into your own cabochons that you might have created out of whatever medium, whether it's friendly plastic, whether it's your resin, whether it's your jewel enamel. You've got all of this in one matrix box. You really have got an incredible scope for design. Let me get this out of the way for you. A huge scope for design here. I'm so proud of everyone who's got this on the website. Let's make it available to you on those phone lines as well. Let's not be mean. So teardrops and marquees of each gemstone, they have all got the most incredible finish. They're all beautiful, they're all glossy, all giving you shiller. They're definitely a box of beauty. Certainly my favourite of all of the matrix boxes that we've given you so far. And she does it again, and she does it again. I tell you what, I don't learn, do I? Crikey. I went ice skating the other day. That reminds me of this. Okay, on the phone lines, brand new today. Oh, gorgeous. They're only $19.95. Now, you'd have thought these would be more expensive, wouldn't you? But they're not. Goodness gracious me, you get ever such a lot in the box, and you're going wild on the phone lines. Good gosh, I want to see everything that you make out of these matrix boxes. It's such a delight to see all of your pieces reaching the wall of fame, going from the matrix boxes to your fabulous designs, bringing them to life, in fact, as though you were Aslan. 0800 444 655, all the W's.JewelleryMaker.com. Now, I'm going to give you yellow topaz. Is that how you're saying it, Claire? Now, I don't know what I've done with my lid for that. Oh, there it is. Just watch it, Mikey. There's a lid there, and you know what I'm like. Now, I'm going to give to you, I'm going to call it golden topaz, actually, because that's what they call it, isn't it, when we go to the jewellers? You need to be on the phone lines now. It's a very, 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 very uber limited strand of golden topaz. I've heard of golden imperial topaz. Have a look at this. Now, it's on our screens as yellow topaz, but I think it's golden topaz. It's gold topaz, isn't it? It's golden. Look at this colour. Glorious. Absolutely stunning. Please, may I try it on as a necklace, Mikey? Thank you. I think this is just a breathtaking strand. And my gosh, Sarah Elfin, which is what your name is when it's Christmas, we don't see golden topaz.
We don't, and it's when you get these gemstones that are these beautiful phenomenons of nature, and when you see them, it's time to not think about it, not and ah, it's time to pick up the phone and snap them up, because when they're gone, they're gone.
Yes. And
I have done this with gemstones, and as a designer, I should know better, but I thought, oh, I'll pick up the phone in a minute, I'll have a think about it, and when I've done it, they've gone. And then when you get those commissions and those pieces where people are after these gemstones, or you have an idea where you think, if I'd only got that strand, if I'd only got it when I saw it, I could be doing this piece. This is when you need to be getting them. You really do need not to think about it. And you've got that huge money back guarantee, so there's no, you know, have a ponder once you get it home. I can guarantee once you see the beauty of that, it won't come back.
I absolutely wholeheartedly agree with you. Now is the time to shop with us here, especially when you see things you've never ever used before. Golden topaz, just a boast topaz, November's birth gemstone. We have got it for you now in 90 carats, beautiful graduates between 7 and 13 millimeters. We're talking about a 20 centimeter strand. VZRU60 is your item code. I really need you to be on the phone lines. This really is ever so limited. It's never been seen on screen before. I've never personally given you golden topaz here before. I got a great big smile. I love this gemstone. I just love it. You're going to be smiling too. I'm sure so many of your customers will tell you topaz is their favourite. I guarantee it. Now, I need you on the phone lines very, very, very quickly. If you bought these beauties, I would definitely team these up with pearls as well. I think you've got huge scope for your design. What about the black tourmaline we brought to you earlier, just to add an air of sophistication? Still a few of those left. On the phone lines for you, 0800 644 655 is the number to be dialing. If you're calling us today from a UK landline, that is a free phone number. You can, of course, get webby with us. It's JewelleryMaker.com, VZRU60. They're only for, now I was expecting them to be £24.95. They came to me in the middle of the show, so I didn't have time to discuss with Kim how much they were going to be, but I was expecting them to be on. Hang on a minute, aren't topaz strands that are brand new always above £20? You tell me, £14.95. This is wonderful. They're huge, they're top drilled, they're flowers, they're earrings, they're tassels, they're waterfall cascades, they're blinking gorgeous. Make sure you're checking out baskets. These are, I'm sure, going to be a sellout. I'm definitely predicting a sellout from my end. 90 carats. I'll count them. I will. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22 on my strand. So if you're making earrings, you've got plenty of pairs there. 68p each. Sorry about the nose face I did there. £14.95. Let us know how you're feeling today. 68777 JM Studio, followed by your message. Now I'm going to give to you our challenge kit. Now we're not going to go over to Sarah yet because I've been pestering her and badgering her about demonstrations for this, that and the other. I haven't given her enough time.
2 pieces.
This, that and the other. Who call you you call your friends babbers because of me, do you? Sorry about that, my babber. Well, I'm going back to the Shire this weekend. I'm slightly excited by it. Well, I'm going because Max is going to visit one of his friends, so a very quick visit. Do you know, I was talking about my friend Uli's cat on air the other day, and she sent me a picture of it, just sat on the sofa like this. So I'm going to put it on air. I'll ask Uli if it's okay. She's lovely. I miss all my Cheltonians. Now, have a look at the strands again that we got with Sarah's kit, and I've got to say we were very happy about the strands today, because if you bought, don't forget I also gave Sarah the early bird. Is the early bird sold out, Kim? It's gone, I'm so sorry. But if you did manage to get that early bird, this kit is a great idea for you. The marquees, again, we're very excited about marquees at the moment because they make great leaves. Now you're also getting 2 lots of I'm calling it Kumihimo cord, it's satin cord. You can use it for loads of different mediums. You're also, let's move those little stepperoos out the way, shall we? Let's bring that over there. Now you've also got your beading materials. I love that colour. I love that colour. So soft and baby blue, isn't it? If you were making a christening piece for a little boy, that would be nice. Now, I'm going to show you the fact that you get absolutely stacks of sterling silver. What am I after? There it is, that heart chain. I've got the heart chain in every single colour. And what I did was I attached it all to a bracelet, and I've got a 3-stranded bracelet that you can unattach and have it separately as well. Look at that. I love it. You get 9 inches of that. Typical bracelet is 7 inches, so we've got 2 inches to play with. Now you've got your crimpy beads. Here's everything. You've also got 2 pairs of shepherd's hooks. That lovely, I'm going to show you the toggle clasp actually in real life. Because look at the chunky silver that you get. And actually a nice bracelet is just indeed that with that. Now these are £12.95 on their own. The silver is £12.95 on its own. You get the head pins, you get the lobster claw clasp, you get everything. Here's everything you need. So get yourself on the phone lines, because you're also getting, it's called Minty Fresh. You're also getting the cross beads. Now I think, have a look, I think these cross beads make a perfect ring. You need to be on the phone lines for this. I'm going to give you such a crazy price like that. If you're not on the phone lines, you risk missing out. Sarah's already made some glorious pieces of jewellery that you're just going to love and you're going to want to be inspired by. Now you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 of the crosses. Oh, hey, wouldn't these make perfect cufflinks, these crosses?
They would.
They'd be good for someone in the medical trade.
They would, but they're just beautiful anyway. The gemstones are a beautiful shape, and if you wanted to, you could then, you know, fill in the corners with some of the little spacer beads or all sorts of different things you can do with them. But I've just sent off a pair of cufflinks to a customer, and they were with triangles.
Oh,
very similar.
La la.
So it would look amazing with these green crosses. They would look amazing.
I'm also thinking, Sarah, that because of these lovely edges here, we've got opportunity actually for wire wrapping. Clutch onto those corners with your wire. You can prong set them, you can wrap around them, you can use antique bronze wire, would look lovely, silver wire would look gorgeous, gold would look lovely too. I think you've got loads of scope for design. And don't forget, because you've got 20 meters of that satin cord, you've got kumihimo opportunities, you've got macrame opportunities, friendship bracelet opportunities, just opportunities really. It's called Minty Fresh IYG C37. You should be paying £40 for this entire kit, which actually, do you know what, when we think about it, when you think about what you've got, £40, let's compare this to the world's prices. It's a bit brilliant, isn't it? But we're not paying £40 because we put this together for a kit. You're not going to believe this price tag. You need to be on the phone lines. You need to be there ready to check out your basket. Well, you already know the price tag. If you're online, then you're checking it out already. All of this, nowhere near £40. In fact, my darling jewellery makers, we're going to give you all of this for just... It's a little bit cheeky, £19. Half price. Half price, Kim. All of this is just £7 if you relate it to the fact that the findings are £12.95 and £14.95. £12.95 on their own. I love that you're getting this deal. I love all of the pieces that Sarah's already made. Oh, can I just have a little bit of it? Is it all right if I have a sneaky peek, Kim, or is it a surprise for later? Can I? Thank you. She said I can. Can I have that big, lovely wire piece? Thank you so. Isn't that what it does? See, doesn't it go with? Ooh, with those marquees. Have a look at this. And just remember, I've been talking to Sarah a lot today. It's all been demo-tastic today. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Isn't it gorgeous? Can you have a look at the shoulder detail, Mikey? Isn't it gorgeous? It is just moving, approaching. Do you know, I've been talking to a lot of crafters lately. What's going on? Why is everyone talking about Easter? What's going on?
We're already, for Christmas, most people are coming towards the end of their Christmas fairs. They're starting, you know, there's last couple of weeks. Last couple of weeks. So we've already done all that. Christmas is now, as a crafter, is pretty much over. You know, if you were taking orders, you'll be closing your order book fairly shortly. You won't be taking any more orders.
Actually, a lot of you on Facebook are saying no more orders for Christmas.
Yeah, because we've already got our order books are full up. So you're already thinking and promoting yourself for the next season. So we're talking Valentine's Day, we're talking Easter, all of those sorts of celebrations.
Oh, yes, it's going to be Valentine's Day.
Yeah, so we've already moved across that sort of season. We're already into the next season.
Yes, I suppose we are.
And you have to work as a jewellery maker at least 3 to 6 months ahead of yourself, because you're always playing catch up with the orders you've got. So you're always sort of playing, or you're always working towards your next fairs, and they're already booked in advance. So
how wonderful! I just think I love a Valentine's Fair feast. I do it for the kids. Yeah. It shouldn't just be about having a partner. It should be about who you love, shouldn't it? I think.
Well, that's it.
Well, that's what I do anyway. I make the own rules.
Make your own rules up. I mean,
I did it for the dog as well. We all had a lovely heart-related dinner. I remember it well. Everything was heart-shaped.
Because we can't normally get a babysitter for Valentine's. I normally do. It's a bit silly, but I print a menu out, I make what's on the menu and set the dining room as a little restaurant.
How romantic.
I know.
See, I'm terrible at being romantic. I'm rubbish at it. 1995, think about the changing seasons, which is where we're going with this conversation, by the way. The changing of the seasons, thinking about the fact that we are approaching springtime jewellery. If you're a crafter, you're already into spring. You've closed your order books for Christmas, as Sarah just said. All these glorious colours, but you can put green into Christmas with red. Of course you can. You've got the sterling silver, all of this for under £20. With your extended money back guarantee, come shopping with a smile on your face with us here today at Jewellery Maker. Keep interactive with us as always. You can send us an email with studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can send us a text message 60777 JM Studio followed by your message. Here's how. Make sure you put the JM Studio part in, otherwise we don't know where it's going. It's probably gone to Laura Androlia upstairs. You don't want to get texting with her. Now, you never know what she's going to say. I just want to draw your attention to this lovely cord as well. And remember that it's not just for kumihimo, it is also for macrame, it is also for friendship bracelet. I mean, there's loads, absolutely loads you can do with cord. And it could be that you just want to make a charm bracelet out of this very famous charm bracelet manufacturer, just using leather cord at the moment, singular leather round cord. which is lovely,
Yes.
with charms on it. So that's quite expensive, but ours isn't it? Look at that lovely baby blue. It would be really nice actually to make a baby's mobile or something, wouldn't it?
Oh, definitely. But I use so much satin cord in all the sort of things I make. So to have, even if you don't want to use it with the gemstones in the kit, just to have the additional extra of having it available for your next project. I use it all the time for so many things.
I've got something exciting. Are we getting both of these? This is my favourite bundle. Okay, we need it. We know we need it. It's pretty much predicted by all that this is going to sell out. In fact, yesterday 2 people asked me when we're going to have the chains back in.
I know.
Got it? Have you got yours?
I did. I got it when it first came out. I had to get someone to phone my husband to order it for me.
Do you know why I like these ones? Because you've got the nice big links.
Yeah, I mean, I just love all the varieties of chain we've got at the moment because it allows you to have lots of texture in your pieces.
I feel really professional having it on a reel as well, rather than just in the bunch. Do you? I do. I think it's great. I'm going to give you the gold and the silver. You get loads. Is it 10 metres? Literally loads, isn't it?
It is, and you know, if you think how much you do with a metre that comes in a kit, just think what you can do with 10 times as much.
Would Kim mind if I demonstrated exactly what 10 metres looks like with the power of Sarah Elvin? Well, let's do it. Now, we've only got 100 of them. Oh, come on. Okay, Sarah, go as far as you can. I'm going to hold on to the reel. This is what 10 metres of chain looks like. Not too fast, not too fast. Too fast, too fast. Hang on. It's gone towards the edge. Do. Keep going, Sarah Elvin. Do.
Are we stuck?
Gosh, it's really loud. How many necklines? I reckon you can touch the... You're touching the wall of fame.
I'm there.
No, listen, you're not even halfway. Keep going, Sarah Elvin. She might be out the front door at this rate. Claire, get out here and start skipping.
Oh dear.
You're trying to direct. Fine, okay. Look at all of this. Where is she going? Nobody knows. Right, okay, wait, we're coming. We're not coming to the end yet. Keep walking. Go all the way over to the wall. There's Drew over there. Look where Sarah is. I'm miles away from her. Good grief, Penfold. We're still not at the end and she's all the way over there. Oh my gosh, look at all of this. Absolutely reams of it. Look, Drew's in the background there, look. He's going crazy. Woohoo! Wah! Drew wants to come and skip. Look what he's doing. Woo. You're crazy, Drew, you're crazy. Now, we have got literally, she's all the way over there. How many left? Stop! These are selling out already. You're getting the gold chain, you're getting the silver chain, and let me show you the detail of this chain. That's not all you're getting either. That's not all you're getting. I'm going to allow. Hang on a minute.
I'm coming.
Should we reel it in? Should we reel it in?
Go on then.
Gosh, my goodness, how much you get. Isn't that wonderful? Do you think you could come to the end of this? I mean, if you were selling jewellery on, brilliant, you'd make loads. But if you, like me, make for gifts, you've always got it there so that when it's somebody's birthday, and believe me, birthdays do spring up on you. I forgot my brother's birthday the other day until the day before, and I thought, you know, it happens all the time, doesn't it? Now you're also getting gold findings and silver findings with that beautiful chain. And I'm talking to you about real silver and 9-carat gold. Mikey, we've done something. Hang on. There we go.
We're all right.
Gosh, there's so much of this. Gosh, you don't even get extension leads this long, do you? Thanks, Chloe. Go on, get involved, Chloe. Come on. You're slacking there. There we go. Now, these silver findings on their own are $12.95. The gold are $14.95. You've got the 2 reels of wire, which literally are 10 metres. 10 metres is so far. Do you know what? If someone tells you the shop's 10 metres away, go and get us a chocolate bar, you'd be like, oh, not walking that far. You know, well, that's the sound kids make when you ask them, isn't it? Now you need to be on the phone lines quickly because these are going to go. Already approaching half of the stock has gone. You've got the gold, you've got the silver, you've got the wire, the chain, and you've got the findings. Let me show you the detail of that chain because I was talking to you about the larger links. We've had curb chain in, which is flatter. Look how gorgeous these are. Now you could put a head pin through there. Shall I try it for you? Let's see, because that will show us whether... Have you got it back? Well done, Chloe. You can come again. Now, that's good. Well done, Cloaks. Now, is this silver on copper, this chain? Real gold and real silver on copper is the chain, and then sterling silver and real gold on the findings. Now I'm just going to show you how a head pin goes through this, because I know a lot of you are thinking about charms and bubble bracelets. Straight through with plenty of room, and you've got your ball head pin, which will sit quite nicely on there. I hope that makes sense to you, because if, like me, you're thinking about making charm bracelets, then it works, doesn't it, for you? Because the curved chain, you can't necessarily get the, okay, we're really limited, this looks like it's going to sell out. You need to be on the phone lines. You are on the phone lines. Well, let's give everybody their price tag. So hang on a minute, Kim. I'm thinking, well, you got, what, 30 quid's worth of findings anyway, over that, £32 worth of... Okay, the whole bundle should be £54 with the 2 lots of chain, 20 metres in total, and the 2 lots of findings in sterling silver and 9 carat gold. £54 is your price tag if you are buying these individually. Half the stock, over half the stock has gone. You need to be really, 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 really quick. You. This is brilliant, jewellery makers. Don't miss out on this one. You've got that extended money back guarantee. Anybody who is buying with us with a business head on today, you're probably going to buy at least 2 of these deals. £34.95. This really is great value. Again, we do it with Jewellery Maker. Is this going to be one of those deals you vote as the best deal in the Vicky Carr Jewellery Maker Awards? Isn't this fabulous? RGG C36, when you get caught short and you're going out and you don't have the jewellery to make, you can whip something up in a snap when it's somebody's birthday and you forgot to write it on the calendar and you want to make something quick, you've got it there. But similarly, if you are a jewellery maker that designs to sell, then this is a deal for you. Are you watching with cha-ching pound signs in your eyes? Can you see profits from this? We've got less than 30 left. You really need to act fast now. RGG C36 is your item code. A huge amount of these have gone and sold out and continue to do so. If you've got this in a basket, you need to check it out right now. Remember, you can shop with confidence knowing that you've got that money back guarantee. Listen, if you buy 2 of these, what would it be? 70 quid, £70. You have got loads. Would you need to replenish this in a year? It's going to go on as if you're only making bracelets. You get stacks and stacks and stacks out of this. You've got the sterling silver, you've got the 9 carat gold. Less than 20 of these left. These are going to sell out. Now there are unchecked baskets and there are lots of people on the phone lines. Right now it's a balancing act. Who's going to get it? Who's going to get it? If you don't check out, you've lost out to somebody on the phone lines. If you're not on the phone lines now, at the moment there is opportunity to snatch maybe the last 1 or 2 from the people that have got this in their baskets at £34.95. You have got yourself an uber scuba deal. Now, Sarah Elvin, this is remarkable. Would you be bulk buying?
I would, because I use so much chain and so many findings in making jewellery all the time, and it's chain's the one thing that goes. I do use it a lot. When you've got it on a reel like that, you can make multi-layered, multi-stranded necklaces where you're using the gemstones possibly at the front or in an asymmetric design, and then the chain is doing the rest of the work for you, which means you get those really big, empowering pieces of jewellery without a lot of weight, because the chain takes up some of the weight for you and still gives you all of that beauty. It gives you all of that opulence. And you know, when you've got 10 metres and you saw how far it was, I was almost out the door. You've got so much you can play with that it just opens up your creativity.
And when I think 10 metres, people don't appreciate actually how blinking long that is, because it's so much.
Yeah.
So much. Honestly, 7 inches is what you would use for the average bracelet. You can make hundreds of bracelets out of this. Yeah. I really love that you're getting this deal at just $34.95. Okay, we're in single figures. It looks like a sellout. It's between you on the phone lines and the unchecked baskets right now. The only way I think to get it, if you're not on the phone lines, is to quickly check out a basket. Well done. Now, my lovely little lum cakes, let's give to you. Let's do, Kim, can we do box 21? Has it got the pink? Yeah, let's do box 21. Oh, yeah, please, I love these massive rounds. Are fabulous. Look at the size of these. Oh, I love them. I love them. Look at this. It's very Jacqueline Onassis. There's been a lot of talk about JFK, obviously, on TV at the moment. So we're seeing quite a lot of Jacqueline Onassis pieces, and it's all about those big, chunky. Gosh, it feels amazing. The gemstone of friendship, and I'm also going to give you. So I'm just going to pop that down for a sec. Oh, this is gorgeous. Don't you think it makes a statement, doesn't it?
One of the first pieces of jewellery I ever made was a rose quartz, sterling silver spacer beads. It was just rose quartz, round rose quartz, little sterling silver spacer beads. I just made it like that, literally one sterling silver bead, one rose quartz, all the way around. Still wear it to this day and get so many comments about it.
Do you?
And it's just a lovely piece to wear.
I think these are great being so big. And actually, you know those big, I always think the bigger the gemstone around your wrist, the skinnier your wrist looks. It's a trick.
It is
a
trick.
good trick.
It works.
It does work. If it works for posh, then it works for me. Have a look. She's not really that slim. She just wears really big jewellery. She is. She probably is. Now you've got this stunning silky cord. And for me, that's Christmas tree green, that one.
It is.
I just love it, Sarah. I think it's gorgeous. And then you've got the wax cord in pink. Very, very girly, and actually if you're making jewellery for those little princesses, then they're going to love that. Even if you just plait this into a friendship bracelet, they really will love it.
They will, and it just reminds me of, you know, the little tutus they wear when they go to little baby ballet.
Oh, don't, I love those. Oh gosh, they're so gorgeous. My little chunky chubber when she was little.
Yeah.
Mia was such a little chub. And she looks so cute in a little leotard. Oh, I love it. It is that leotard pink, isn't it?
It's gorgeous.
Oh, bless them. Let's put this together. Actually, I like it like that. Isn't that beautiful? £20 worth of gemstones here. Now, let's think about the opportunities we've got for these huge rounds. Macrame, yeah, definitely. Just simple beaded pieces, great for beginners. And actually, do you know why these are great? You know, sometimes if you're feeling like you haven't got that use of your hands sometimes, and a lot of us sometimes, you know, you might hurt your wrist or whatever, you have dexterity problems, these are easy to strand. You can see the big drill holes in them. You don't have to beat yourself up trying to really get anything into those drill holes because they're large and they're really easy to handle. So if you do have dexterity problems, I'd say get these to get your mojo back, because isn't it frustrating sometimes when we're not feeling our best and we can't do what we want to do, and I don't like that. I want to be able to create, and so do you. So get yourself on the phone lines if you feel that way, or if you just love the fact that these are big and chunky and gorgeous. They're 16mm rounds, some of our largest rounds, super scope for design, and you've got 20 metres of cord in total as well, in the dark green, Christmas tree green, and that beautiful rose quartz pink, all of this. And you should, now tell me again, Kim, how much were these two on their own? £20 just for this round, just a little bit under £20, over 1,200 carats as well, and going super duper low for you. Right, so you could buy these strands on their own on the website right now, and you'll be paying just a couple of pennies under £20 if you want both of these. You could still do that right now, or you could use this code, get it for cheaper, and get the cord with it. Unbelievably beautiful. Sarah, Alvin, talk to me about where your designer mind is leading you to with these.
I'm thinking I'd probably use that pink cord and make a caged kamihimo with actually I would put the green beads inside with the green aventurine, and actually have the combination of colours, so you'd have the pink on the outside and the green on the inside. I think it would be really quite subtle. But I'm also thinking that I would do some sort of Shambhala type knotted bracelet, maybe Chandlu style, with having the pink or the green running around the sides. Just really, really subtle, because the gemstones are so big that the actual stranding, the satin and the cotton cord there was kind of almost blend into the background, because the gemstones are the big act part of the piece of jewellery. Yeah. But also, I just think, you know, also having just a few on the neckline of those larger gemstones with a beautiful braided neckline piece would look amazing. So you've got lots and lots that you do with them. Or
so loads. And what about at the end of chainmail? I've seen Debbie Bolford do that.
Yes.
I think they look beautiful.
Or even the end of your Viking weave, you know, to have those gemstones as part of the clasp, just to have them at the back.
Oh yeah.
They're also nice if you've done a kamihimo braid, just to have a gemstone with the wags Y cone, just to finish it off as well.
You've said the golden words there, wags Y cone. You know I love a wags Y cone. Now you do need to be quick with that one and check out your baskets. I'm going to give you a quick reminder of our matrix boxes. Oh, we're going to do them later. We're going to do those later on, aren't we? Not them. Now, we're going to give you first. Which one should we do, Kimmy? Oh gosh, there's some beautiful things in my boxes, and we've. Hang on a sec. Oh, can we do box 11? Thank you. Oh, God, it's got the higgledy-piggledy pearls. Higgledy-piggledy pearls. Have a look. These are wiggly pearls. I do like something with a wiggle. And then I've got, look, I like the Claire just did, wiggle, wiggle. I'm gonna have that worm in the bottom of the garden song in my head all day now. Cranberry pearls. These two together remind me of those raspberry ruffle bars.
Oh,
Chocolate and oh, now you're talking.
Oh, chocolate.
Now you're talking.
Definitely do some chocolate.
Oh, yeah. Look at that colour. And then by adding the green, oh, it's so Christmassy. Oh, I love this. If it smelled of something, it would be mulled wine and chocolate, which is just the perfect night in for me.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Talking of wine, we've got lovely Linda coming up at 1 o'clock for you. She's suffered from a night out with Lucy for a little black dress show. They've been very much practicing for that. Now these are stunning. Our last pearl bundle that I brought to you today sold out. Have a look. Oh, if you bought the pearl knotting tool. Oh, look at those colours. They're just beautiful. And you know what? That green could be festive. It could be very Christmassy. But don't rule it out for the springtime, because isn't it gorgeous? And those cranberries, gosh, they're gorgeous. They're yummy looking. And for me, the higgledy-piggledy-wiggledy pearls, do you know what? They've got hair vine written all over them, haven't they? They've got antique bronze wire written all over them, copper wire written all over them. There's so much you can do. Tiara twist them. Oh, gorgeous in a hair vine. Gorgeous in a little clip in your hair. Lovely in a hair comb as well. I'm thinking there's lots of seasons actually. But do you know, if you bought that lovely pyrite, I think, oh, look with the pyrite, that's perfect. Perfection on a stick. Now, oh, what about the bronzite? That'd go nicely with it too. All of this. So you've got 4 strands of, oh, by the way, these are genuine pearls. Genuine pearls that have taken years and years and years to cultivate. I'm going to give you such a wonderful, wonderful price tag. Oh, Kim, wait, we're down to limited stock on these already. Let's make it fair to everybody who's shopping with us on the phone lines today. And it is a free phone number if you are doing so. And you will benefit from that extended money-back guarantee if you are doing so from now, excuse me, until the 31st of January next year, which just seems a lifetime away, but it isn't. It's 2 months. DUG C24. Oh, Kim, what a wonder! I've gone past that stage. Yeah, she said, "I'm sorry. I know you hate it when I do that to pearls." Past it. I'm used to it with Kim. That's under £3 for pearls per strand, isn't it? £2.70 per strand. I mean, this is it's got to be, Sarah, a profit-making opportunity, surely.
Definitely. I mean, pearls are just the one thing that fly. I mean, I'm forever restocking pearls. It's one of those ones that, you know, and I make all sorts of different pearl designs, whether it be I put a really beautiful clasp on there, whether you get the sterling silver rose clasps and things like that, I put those on. But also, you know, just really simple, even stretchies. And people like to sort of introduce pearls in the brighter colours to the younger generation. They're a great way of getting pearls into their wardrobes. But I'm just looking at those cranberry ones and thinking, I need those to go with this dress.
I was just going to say the same thing to you. Yes, you do. If they go missing, we know where. £10.95 DUG C24 with, yes, you do get the extended money back guarantee. Now, I'm going to give you a Kuma Mahimo. What did I do with that? I had the disc. What did I do with it? Oh, you got it. Oh, you got it. Oh, I left it over there. I left it over there, didn't I? Now, don't forget, Sarah, I've got all your lovely Kumihimo things here. Now, we have got very limited opportunities for the Kumihimo disc, so I am going to give you a recap, because I don't, if you've just tuned in, I would hate for you to miss out. Okay, we got the mini macrame, mini Kumihimo disc. She sells seashells. Mini Kumihimo. It's 4.5 inches in diameter and made from dense foam. It's for the rounded braid, perfect for stringing pendants onto, and loads more opportunities. And you've got silver, green, and red. We are very limited. We have very few of these left. Don't miss out. If you don't get it today, I think you will miss out, because it's in stock for the first time in a while, and it does tend to go straight out. And then that's it. We don't see it till we get more of them, and we can only, I think we must only be able to order a certain amount at a time. There'll be some politics, of logistical politics involved, which are beyond my brain capacity, but quite not beyond Hannah Oxbury's. I'm sure she can explain to us. Now we just simply cannot get loads and loads of these in. At the moment it's in. We do have the stock. BUGC31 is your item code. You do get the extended money back guarantee. This is a wonderful gift. It's always recommended to have more than one Kumihimo disc, because once you start Kumihimoing, you just can't stop Kumihimoing. It's like those crisps that we like. Now, a bit of an addiction actually, and it's really easy. It's very methodical. 2 up, 2 down. You're moving them around the whole time. You don't have to go clockwise, but you tend to do that, but you can't go anti-clockwise if you want to. Please don't worry about not being able to do Kumihimo, because we do have lots of free downloads on our website. We've got the wonderful Sarah Elvin here, who is a very regular guest designer here for us on Jewellery Maker, so please do ask her questions if you have them. Also visit our YouTube site. Do subscribe to that as well, because if you do, you'll be able to pick up lots of different tips and hints on a daily basis. In fact, thrice daily. Thrice is a good word, isn't it? Thrice daily, that's updated for you. Limited stock, don't forget, Linda is coming up at 1 o'clock with some treats, which I shall chat to Dion about and see what she's got for you. All of this for just £6.95. Now, how many actually have we got left? We've got about 10, 20%, something like that. Not lots, not lots. So you need to be quick. Now, Dion, what's the keyword for today's 1 o'clock show?
Frenzy.
Frenzy?
Yeah.
So it's going to be literally jewellery making frenzy. Lots of different techniques.
Yeah.
Yeah? And it's with the wonderful Linda. So do text in now if you've got any questions for Linda, and Dion will relay those to her during the live show. Now, my little lovelies, have you got, is it Vicky McCarr? I don't know. Is it Vicky Carr today? Right, lass. It's only Vicky Carr. I've lost your phone number because I've done a factory reset on my phone. Could you send it us? Should we have this conversation later?
Do you think?
Well, I could, but I can't ring you, you see, so I have to have it now. No, there you go. And that's for anybody out there who's got my phone number. I ain't got yours no more. Have a look. I ain't got yours neither, Dion. Nor yours, Chloe. Nor yours, no one's.
Thank God.
What do you mean, thank God? How dare you? You love my random text messages. Now, this is mirror graduated. It is absolutely wonderful for your geometric beading. This is perfect if you're doing your bead looming. Have you ever tried to make those little chevrons? Have you tried to chevron?
Yeah, I've done it.
I love it. I can't do it yet, but I really want to work towards, if you know what I mean, if you're doing bead weaving and you want to work towards the chevron, which I am a little bit obsessed with at the moment, then this is perfect. And you can actually make graduated chevrons, which I love. Now, also, if you're doing beaded kumihimo, all the way around your kumihimo, it looks great. It's really effective and actually looks a little bit like geometric beading. Could we class it as geometric beading?
You can if you like.
Because it is pretty geometric.
It's fairly uniform.
Yes, it is, isn't it?
I mean, the geometric beading, I mean, is all about using very sort of uniform
specific
shape beads in a very specific pattern. But if you want to get the kind of the sort of cheats version, the beaded kumihimo works beautifully for giving you that texture, that feel, that look.
Peyote, this is great for as well. So think about that. If you love your peyote, if you love your beadwork, what about freehand stitching with your beads? If you're doing freehand stitching, Perfect. It's going to go really well indeed with this little beauty here. Now remember, if you've got the 2-hole spacer bar, they row up so snugly just by putting the 2-hole spacer bar in between. It makes a really great bracelet that way. Oh, I'm taking away the wrong strand like a big banana face. Now get yourself on the phone lines because this is very limited now. We launched it today. It's only $5.95 and it's gems of distinction. Hallelujah for that price tag. I love that we're getting such wonderful, wonderful treats. It is mirror graduated, very tiny, weeny seed beads. And how hard is it if you are doing all these wonderful beading projects? Beading tapestries I'm seeing out there at the moment. I'm so impressed with all your wonderful work. If you're competitive in your beading work, then you need this. It does look like this one may sell out. I'm going to give you a little rewind. Rondelle. Let's give you a little rewind. Now I'm going to give to you Tanzanite rondelles. I'm going to give to you Yellow Beryl rondelles. I'm going to give to you Aquamarine rondelles. Now this is limited edition and these are brand new concepts to us here at Jewellery Maker. The Matrix box. Now as you know, I'm not a mathematical person, so I don't necessarily even understand what the word matrix means, but I know I like it, I know I love it, I know I'm going to have it in my collection. Do you know what matrix means, Chloe? Are you in with the... Did Keanu Reeves explain it right to you? I bet Tom Dorks knows what matrix means because he's one of them clever ones. He's one of them sciencey ones. Now, these are perfect for prong setting. Oh, I'm going to have to go straight in there with your price tag. Just 24. You've got morganite in that pink gemstone, that gorgeous gemstone I was just showing you. It was only morganite. How fabulous. Wow, goodness grief, just $24.95. Now I'm going to give you your marquees and teardrops boxes. Marquees and teardrops. That sounds like the name of a band. In fact, make it happen. Mikey, let's start a band up called Marquees and Teardrops.
We will. We'll do that. Get on that right away.
Let's get on it. Now you've got the marquees on one side, you've got the teardrops on the other. The quality of these gemstones is outstanding, and they're cabochons, so they're flat on one side. I'm going to take one out. I'm going to do it. That's happening. Whoops, daisy tin pots. There you go. So it's nice and domed on the one side and flat on the other. Look at that. Got a lovely flatness on the, oh, hey up, sorry, you knew I'd do that. You got black onyx, you got rose quartz, you got moonstone, and you've got the labradoodle. So get yourself on the phone lines. These are a mixture of teardrops and marquees. They're not drill holed, they're absolutely fabulous. If you're setting things into your friendly plastic, into your polymer clay, they're great for setting straight directly into lots of different mediums. What about putting these, in fact, into your jewel enamel? It would look great doing that. Limited stock, I'm just hearing in my ear, sorry, that these are approaching a sellout, so you need to be quick if you want them. And so the mini macrame disc is about to sell out as well. £19.95 for this very special Matrix box. If Keanu Reeves didn't do the Matrix for you, Jenny Cleary certainly is. I don't look like him though. Point Break, oh hello. $19.95, 0800 644 655 is a free phone number to be dialing if you're dialing from a UK land. You can get webby with us today. It's all the w's.jewellerymaker.com. And before we go over to the lovely Linda, who is downing a well-known hangover remedy as we speak, we will be giving you the gorgeous Sarah Elvin for the last time today. Come take a trot with me. I'm going to pick up my eye drops on the way. Now, just to give you a quick recap of the kits, we had those beautiful crosses. We had those stunning. Oh, and I gave Sarah the findings as well. I love it. Oh, where's the other? Oh, hang on, left something. Wait there. Do a little dance, Sarah. Come back. Oh, you did that thing where you showed me running with my spindly legs. Thanks for that. Now, I'm going to give you these gorgeous gemstones. You've got also 2 reels of satin cord, 20 meters of that in that beautiful baby blue, and you were getting sterling silver findings. Kim, is the chain set gone and sold out? It's gone. I'm so sorry because I just saw somebody had inquired about it on the text. I'm so sorry. Now, The monofilament, all your beading materials, you've got those lovely crosses, and you've got beautiful, beautiful design scopes here. Now, I love what you've done with these findings. You've mixed it in, and it works so well.
Yeah, and you can mix these findings with the gold and the antique bronze, and it just works really well. So, and
I love that ring.
I know.
Oh, I love that.
I had to go across. It just said go across the middle like that. Just said do that, because that's where those natural points are to hold it.
Oh, I love it, Sarah. I think that's absolutely gorgeous.
And so easy. I mean, you know, you could make from the strand just a whole set of rings and just sell those at your craft fair, and they would fly.
But do you know what? Rings are such a big seller. Gemma Crow always says this, doesn't she?
Yes.
If you want something that's going to sell really well, then make lots and lots of rings, because you can offer your customers really affordable price tags. You can, and also it's a great gift. Don't forget to grab your ring mandrel, not a Ming mandrel, but a ring mandrel. I always call it that by accident.
One of those.
Yes, one of those, which I do believe are in stock at the moment. For $19.95, you're getting an absolutely wonderful kit. Very, very, very limited in stock. Have a look at the beautiful core. You've got an announcement to make, have you?
Ooh.
What is it?
Hello, Jenny.
Hello, darling.
How are you?
Good, thank
Hello,
you.
everybody.
Who are you?
Some breaking news. My name's
Who are
Tom, I'm
you?
the director here. I was contacted earlier on by a mutual friend, your lodger. I have some breaking news.
What's happened?
I had to write it down.
Oh no, I know what it is already.
Pig escaped.
Oh no.
RSPCA weren't able to help. Police called. 7 turned up.
Oh, this always happens. Last time it was the fire brigade at my house
Hold on,
after my
there's
son.
more.
Oh no.
The pig then turned angry or aggressive. So the firearms unit were also called. It's fine, it's fine.
No! Where are my children? They're at school.
After 3 hours, the pig is back in its sty.
Okay. Oh Christ.
Alice has been bitten.
Oh no, is she in hospital?
No, she's gone off to...
Has she had jabs?
Yeah,
I don't
think
she has.
It's all good. And I wouldn't be surprised if someone will be waiting for you when you get home.
Oh no.
And also the pig now has its own hashtag. That's #AngryPig. It's on Twitter. BCH Road Policing. There's a picture of the pig on Twitter as well, so you can see it all unfold on Twitter. #AngryPig. Good luck. Well,
I gave North Hearts Police my phone number the other day because the pig's gone all attacky. I can't handle him. Oh, Vicky Carr is the only person that can save this. What's going on?
Sorry. Are you suggesting that I can sort out an angry
Honestly,
pig?
Paula rang me yesterday and went, do you want to have a photo shoot? I went, I can't talk to you right now, there's a pig hanging off me. This is my actual life. It's my actual life. I cannot begin to tell you. Oh no, Lee's in Dubai. What's it? It's all gone mad. Last time it was ducks on my roof. I can't honestly tell me what's going on. I'm going to go and contact whoever it is I need to contact. I'm going to hand you over to the more than capable hands of Victoria Core.
I have no pigs. I have nothing to offer. I have no ducks. I have no pigs. I don't have
no words. I have no. There might be dishy policemen at my
Maybe.
with powerful guns.
Oof.
While the dog's away, kids. Not really. I'm going. I'm going wee all the way home.
Oh, I've got a brilliant joke. Are you ready? Here's the joke. Right? My friend had an accident. And the accident, oh no, you've got 7, 6, 5. Okay, I've got to say goodbye, but I'll be up straight after the break.
The joke afterwards.
I'm coming up with the joke straight after this. Don't go anywhere.
What life gives